hear that? An owl.
Yes. Okay, so we rejoin as the boat begins to dock outside into Devil's Point. The captain once again offering her condolences as you disembark. As you reach the bottom of the gangplank, Bartu is going to scamper off away from civilization.
Oh, he looks at Minstrel one last time, and with a tear in his eye, he says, "Sausages."
I only have one small question. Can dogs cry?
They get tears in their eyes.
I'm going to allow it either way. It's just I genuinely didn't know that.
And then he puts his paw up to shake hands with Minstrel.
I take his paw and I hand him 3 salted fish.
He hands you 3 platinum pieces.
Fair enough.
And then he leaves, but just before he goes out of sight, he looks back one last time and then trots off into the wilderness with his magic tent.
Oh, here's the tent!
He nicked it. Oh, we've got Tiny Hut.
Yeah, I have some information about Tiny Hut, but you're not going to like it.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so as you now rejoin, the captain encourages you to join her back at the Twisted Anchor.
I shrug her off and I... where's the nearest forest?
The nearest forest, let's check the map, of decent size?
Just anywhere out of civilization, really.
Yeah, where there's trees a bit, maybe.
The nearest forest would be north, in between Bashinor and Stabville, approximately 5 days north. Or you could head back towards Maris and go to the forest there, by Mount Glom.
Is that the nearest? There's no other little...
There are patches of trees nearby, but nothing that would be considered forest.
Oh, God.
That'll do. A mini forest.
Yeah, I suppose we haven't got much choice. We've got
At the minute
a detour for ages.
It's in the wilderness, though.
To be fair,
Shouldn't Bartu be here if you're going to send off Rambler?
Also, he's bones, so it's not like he's going to decay.
I start following Bartu.
Okay. You follow Bartu, who is currently about a quarter mile out of town.
Wait, hold on. If they never go to the bloody pub, they're never going to make my drinks.
We'll get to that in a minute. Because they haven't got a completion note yet either, so they'll have to head back. You find him sleeping under a small corpse of palm trees. Or is it copse?
Oh, cops, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sorry.
Bartu?
His ears prick up, and he looks around, and he sits on his butt and looks at you.
Oh shit, I've just realised something. Okay, fuck. I start digging a small hole with my bare hands.
Bartu helps.
Good. Make a... You know what? I'll just say it takes you some time. I was going to say make a strength check, but it's kind of harsh if you fail to dig a hole.
I'm going to can't change your appearance as well.
Okay, what to?
You
Go for, like,
fucking
half
dare say
moon elf.
halfling.
Half moon elf. No, I can't. That changes my overall size, so I can't have that.
Yeah.
Like a half moon elf, I'm going to go for.
Fair enough. So you now look like Minstrel's twin sister.
It's going to be like blue hair and whatever eyes match.
With a punk
Moon
flair.
elf. Yeah.
I
Same size, just that.
I gently lower. Where the fuck are his bones? Aboleth in a jar.
Somewhere in the holding. Bag finds him instantly anyway.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, just make sure it's not in there.
is there a mage's college in your world?
Yes, I will pull it up for you.
I slowly lower his bones and his clothing into the hole. And slowly and carefully recover it with dirt. At the very top of a dirt pile, I will plant a yellow bean.
Okay, as you plant the yellow bean, a large pitcher plant filled with liquid absorbs the nearby moisture from the sea and grows greatly in size.
I look at Khan and I go, I was really hoping that'd bring him back.
There, minstrel.
What are we going to do?
Spent all day making a new character. That would really piss me off.
Oh no, he's alive. Oh, his skin's come back. No. Well, now we can go
And
off into the inn.
Next to the pitcher plant, I will lie his smoking pipe, and I'll pat Bartu on the head
Or maybe his chef's tools as well.
and his chef tools,
Well, I've lost my bloody Mage's College.
and I will like to ruffle Bartu's head for the last time and say, "You're free to eat as many sausages as you want, my friend."
Bartu looks down at the floor and then looks up at Minstrel and then says, I must go.
Oh,
And then leaves.
Final act is to
Am I going to get away with that?
I'm gonna let it go. Ah, here we go. It's in Anor.
Anal.
Anor. Aynor is the magic college.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn to Khan and I'm going to say, I have a few words I'd like to share in memory of a Rambler.
this be one of Minstrel's legendary poems.
It's more of an ode.
That's still a poem, but sure.
The Halfling's Lament.
There was a halfling called Rambler. He was not much of a gambler, but he was my friend who almost made me bend. The best chef I've ever known.
That was.
I miss you, friend.
Time for him to go home. Yeah, rest in peace, little halfling.
That was weirdly homoerotic.
Oh, it was
I mean, with you,
he thought I was a pretty young lady. How could it not be a
this is
homoerotic?
a fair point. I forgot that was a running joke.
If he hadn't died, they probably would have bummed by now.
Like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay,
Celebration in the inn.
fair enough.
Do you have any words, Khan?
Well, I didn't really know him.
You monster.
Nice. He will be greatly missed.
I suppose we best go back to the inn and drown our sorrows.
Let's go drink.
Too much.
Drink ourselves.
Ooh, drinking too much. I'll get the material rolls out.
And on the way there, I'm going to take a swig of my finest wine,
Sure.
and then I'm going to offer Khan a swig.
No, gladly take a swig.
It's wine. You know what you're expecting with this, so it's not.
How
like
many-
a saving?
How many uses are in wine?
Well, it's like a 700 milliliter bottle. So if you're taking like a swig at a time, you'll get 50 swigs out of it.
Where
Oh, yeah, we've had 4 swigs. I mean, to be fair, this is an open bottle, so...
Yeah,
it's
you're also
probably
not
quite-
like pouring out a glass. You
Hmm.
you get 4 good sized glasses out of it, or like 50 mouthfuls.
Yeah.
Well, not mouthfuls, but you know what I mean, like 50 swigs.
Um,
It's a wine bottle, not a.
On the walk back, I polish off the rest of the bottle.
Okay. You show back up in Devil's Point, seeing Ed, and Eddie currently sitting on their cart outside town. A little bit pissed, Minstrel. Actually, make a con saving throw for me. Because it's right with the depression. Nine. Okay, you're visibly drunk
How much?
after an entire bottle of wine.
I'll
Yeah, he didn't get a 1.
help him to walk so he doesn't fall over.
Fair enough.
How far away are we from the inn?
From what you remember, which is not a lot, it's in the centre of town by the port, so you're probably 300 yards.
I'm very upset I've run out of wine, so I'm going to drink my healing potion.
Okay.
Hey.
You drink a healing potion.
Yeah, what? Hey,
You can heal the hit points if you want, but I think you're fully healed. So.
I'm fully healed.
A long rest.
Also, you're no longer drunk.
Oh,
The healing
I-
potion does it.
I curse the gods for being so cruel, and I pick up pace to get to the inn so I can get drunk.
Yeah, let's run to the inn.
Fair enough. As you reach the inn, Captain Hawk is currently sitting around and generally upset with the result of how things went down for you. You also notice an unusual man or woman. But Ozzy, do you want to go ahead and describe your character sitting at the bar?
Yeah, you see a man sitting at the bar. He's in full, quite fancy clothes with a slightly sort of red tinge and a pattern on them. And on the bar next to him, next to his drink, is an owl with like fire at the end of his feathers and like fiery looking eyes, like a fiery owl, basically. And he's got a mask. He's got an intricate leather mask, which, if you zoom in, you can see on the picture I linked. It looks like an iron mask in the picture, but it's a leather mask. All right.
I think I know how I want to tackle this.
And he is sitting there nursing a small glass of spirits.
Also, I'm going to quickly cover 5'11" human, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I know exactly how I want to approach you.
If you look closely at him, you notice that the only part of his body that isn't covered in like clothing or something like that is his hands, and you can see that there's like scarring that goes up to his wrists, like burn scarring.
Well, minstrel. Let's line up some drinks.
Yeah, I rush straight in and go to the bar.
Slap a couple of gold on the table.
I'm going to slap 50 gold on the table.
Ooh. Are you
And
wanting
say-
high quality or high quantity?
High quantity.
High quantity.
I'm going to see this and turn to Minstrel and say, looks like somebody made quite a lot of money today.
I'm going to completely disregard this stranger for now, having maybe not quite recognised what he is, and I'm going to neck
You are
3 of
bought
the
out.
drinks.
Yeah, you bought out an entire bottle of rum and 2 glasses.
Okay, I'm going to have about 5 drinks and get myself drunk.
Same.
Fair enough. You two nicely lick it up. Make a con saving throw for me. Minstrel, you're actually holding it pretty well.
I
Bring in
need to be
Mrs.
drunk, so I'm going to keep drinking.
Okay. Khan, you're also holding it pretty well.
Yeah. All right, 5 more. Line them
Yeah.
up, minstrel.
Line them up and drink another set.
Okay.
Yeah. Sir, what
That one, there we go. You just passed out on the thing. You
Oh,
had to
fuck,
wait.
I passed out.
You got in that one, unfortunately. 10, Khan, you're very drunk.
I could try and pick minstrel up off the floor, I guess.
You can try and wake him if you like.
Have I got any? I
Sure,
splashed
friend,
some water on
okay.
his face.
Okay, so you pour a bit of water from your skin.
I don't know, strange man. Can you help me rouse him?
Yes, let me have a look over him. I can do a medicine check.
Okay. Make your roll.
Or am I helping Khan do one? Maybe that'd be better.
I mean, that makes more sense.
I'll give
Yeah.
Khan the help action on the medicine check.
Sure, so advantage for you.
Okay.
Are you still a woman, or what are you now?
Half moon elf now.
20.
Woman, female.
You established he just drank too quickly. It's gone to his head. A few sharp slaps should wake him up.
Allow me to do the honours. And I'll slap him a couple of times.
When I see Minstrel regain consciousness, I'm going to look at him and say, well, when you first came in, I thought you were celebrating something, but now it looks like you're trying to drink yourself to death. Care to explain?
Ugh.
young man?
I wake up with a start
And sore cheeks.
and sore cheeks, and I go,
Covered in water.
I've just had a vision, Khan.
What was that?
and I catch a glimpse of this magey-looking man standing next to me. You there, magic man?
Yes.
Are you well versed in the ways of resurrection?
Well, that is something I plan to grasp the action of, but it's going to be a long time learning, I think. So I'm always learning new things. I can do a certain form of resurrection, but it's not considered legal strictly. By the way, those 2d20s, that's my portent roll.
Okay, no worries. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I've got it in my head, having woken up from a drunken stupor, that this stranger is the way to either bring a Rambler back or not to suffer any further losses in the party. I've just had this vision. I saw him as I walked in, I passed out, and he invaded my dreams.
How are you explaining that to me?
I think as you just did.
Okay, right, I'm going to say, well, that's a strange coincidence, because the reason I became a wizard was to seek access to the greater and the other planes of existence. Your friend, I can't remember his name, but whoever he was, he's on one of these planes, and if I gain the power I seek, maybe you shall see him again.
Oh my god.
All you have to do is help me on my quest to rescue my old mentor.
I look at Khan, still drunkenly, with hope in my eyes that he'll agree to this.
I mean, it'd be worth a try. What have we got to lose?
But there was one thing I wanted to mention. I am an archaeologist. I seek items, artifacts, preferably the rarest ones and the most valuable, to add to my collection. And I came here because I heard from Derek Iron Hand. I'm just riffing here.
Do you want his actual name?
Jorick.
Jarek Ironback.
Jarek Ironback. I learned from Jarek Ironback that he was sending mercenaries from the Adventurers Guild to the ruins out to sea. I happen to know there's some powerful artifacts there, but I fear maybe you have beaten me to it.
See, that's funny, because we were sent by the Adventurers Guild, and as I say this, the cogs start turning in my head, and I realise he's referring to us.
Yeah.
I forget you're an idiot.
So
That's us.
Did you successfully retrieve the artifacts?
At great cost.
True, some things, yeah. Found
I
a
see.
few bits.
Now,
Just a magic
obviously,
man.
I can't expect you to trust me with these artifacts, as I don't know you, but perhaps I could earn your trust and help you on your next quest.
I'm sure we'll be delving a few dungeons.
Dungeons
Search
is
of
my
more
favourite
riches.
thing.
So you're welcome to join, but first things first.
Just
What's your
don't
name?
die. Don't get to know us and then die. And then I'll take another swig of rum.
I have no plans to die, young man. I have
What's your
been
name,
through a lot
magic
of my
man?
life. I have survived a lot. My name is Gwydion Pyre, but you can call me Pyre. And your
There
name?
it is. I'm Khan.
And you, sir?
I say you have a sniffle. Minstrel.
And this here is... Oh shit, I haven't named the hour yet. Magical
He's a
Bart?
sensible name.
Oh, can I just call him Magical Bart?
No. You've already used that name. The odds of two people coming up with it is unlikely.
Okay, I'll introduce the name in a sec. Let me just
John.
Google it. You can carry on.
Can you change your name on Discord? Because I'm going to forget it.
Pyre, Pyre.
While you're doing this, the captain has brought over to Minstrel and Khan a small sealed letter.
Okay,
Who did?
the owl is called
Who does what, sorry?
The captain's brought you a letter.
the owl is called Puck.
Fair enough.
I would like to open and read the letter.
I will
It's the
also read it,
completion note you were supposed to you received from finishing most quests.
Oh yes, I forgot this was a quest. I would like to take a spook of rum and jump up onto the bar.
Okay, go for it.
I guess
I
would
take
like-
it you
Also,
want.
like, you're drunk. I want an acrobatic check with disadvantage.
What is disadvantage rolls, Ozzy?
Roll 2, keep
KL1.
the lowest.
KL1.
KL1.
16. You still manage it, but just.
And I'd like to say loudly, as you all know, we've suffered heavy losses today, and I prepared a short poem in honour of Rambler, the halfling whose last name I can't remember because I'm drunk.
Didn't
I
have a
don't think
last.
you ever had given it.
Yeah, just a,
He never had one.
He lived down in the forest, and it was so pretty. Passed away defending his wolf from the weapons of a frog. And I start drinking more rum.
Make a performance check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
At double disadvantage. Roll 3 and keep the lowest.
You still got a balance on the bar as well, being drunk.
A ritual adds 10 minutes
fall
to
off.
a casting time, right?
Minimum. Depends. Some ritual spells have longer.
No, it just adds 10 minutes to the pre-existing casting time.
Fuck me.
Like, if you double disadvantage and you still got that. Apparently, it's your session. So, with that, there's a general stamping of feet and clinking together of beer mugs or grog mugs for the sailors in the tavern. As they seem to appreciate the sentiment, if not the actual words.
But the words were the best.
What time of day is it at the moment? As well?
It's late. It's about late afternoon, maybe 5 p.m.
I think I might just have to get drunk before every performance because it explains the quality of my writing.
He's his own drunken master.
So, you two,
Mm.
what's your next step?
Well, this
Well-
you might come in handy for this, actually, my dear friend.
We actually were just on our way to slay a beast who's been picking off our party one by one for some obscure reason.
And there may be some artifacts in it.
I see. Now this interests me greatly.
Now,
I'll
of
have you
course,
know
I mean,
that I am a powerful warrior when I need to be.
oh, sorry.
Burn things to a cinder, and then between you and me, and I, noticing he's an elf, I move up to Minstrel and whisper into his ear in Elvish. I then bring them back and make them fight for me. I burn them, then they fight for me.
I've got a little glint in my eye. Bring them back, you say? It's as if fate has introduced you into our lives. Now, of course, if you were to join us on this, it's a grave peril. So it's only fair that we would, albeit you not being an adventurer, perhaps share the loot with us in terms of whatever you get, you get. That tends to be how we do things round here. Is that not right, Khan?
Certainly is, minstrel, my old pal.
So I would also like to add that I am somewhat of an expert in ancient and magical artifacts, and I can identify ancient and magical artifacts. So if you would like me to take a look over any equipment you have, and perhaps maybe you could let me borrow something.
Sounds like a bloody good idea. I do have this magic rapier. I
Okay.
should find.
I see.
Care
Well,
to take a look?
the
Just
problem is I'm useless with those things. I can't seem to get the right angle of the wrist. Maybe I didn't wank enough as a teenager.
Well, yeah,
I
I'm not
mean,
I'm not giving
it-
it to you. I just want you to tell me what it is.
Before
Oh,
we
right,
worry
yeah.
too much about equipping you, would you not like to know what beast it is we're going to slay?
I care not, frankly. No beast, no man has been strong enough to defeat me so far. The greatest risk to me in my life so far has been myself. I look at my scarred hands.
I would like to pull the large pickled Ludwig's heart out of my bag and say, "Would you know how to revive this?"
I
I
don't
believe
know,
that
Craig,
what
does the animate dead
I
spell work?
believe the animate dead spell requires a body, but I will double check.
It just says bones or
Bones or a
what-
corpse, yeah. You can't do it with.
I'm
No,
afraid
just
I
the heart's
cannot.
not quite enough.
I really wish I'd taken a enchanter now or whatever it is, so I could like animate the heart.
Oh, you think that's bad? Wait till Minstrel gets a 5th level spell. He can choose Awaken. He can turn it forever sentient.
Good. All right. I'm afraid I'm not quite at that level of power yet, minstrel friend. Companion.
Oh,
Cope.
if that's the case, perhaps it is wise that we equip you somewhat. I mean, I really do not want yet another innocent death on my hands.
I see.
Pray
There's one other-
tell.
Yep.
What kind of equipment would you be looking to borrow?
Well, any kind of thing that would help my magical prowess. I can't wear armor. I can only use a small selection of weapons. But any spell-based items would be very useful to me. I don't know. But I might also add that I majored in divination.
Divination.
I majored in divination in anal college.
Let it go.
in anal college. I dabbled in other things. That's how I had my accident, but we won't go into that now. From what I learned there, I can glimpse into the future, and items that allow me to glimpse into the future or the past or other planes particularly fascinate me.
I want to catch Khan's eye and say, "Khan, can I have a quick word in private?"
You certainly may.
You shuffle to a corner of the bar.
Oh, I mean, we do need the help. What do you think we should give him?
What were the artifacts that you got yesterday after I died?
A crown, a lantern, and an oversized knife.
A lantern, you say?
Yeah, I've forgotten the lantern does.
Oh, here we
It gives you light.
Yeah.
No,
go.
it gives you true sight.
Yeah.
It's
Did I
actually
make that
really
my
powerful.
arcane focus?
Yeah, the Tombury King's lantern's a pretty powerful item.
Yeah, 120 foot true sight. It gives off 60 foot bright light and further 60 foot dim light.
Weapon. Oh, so
Also-
the knife's a martial weapon.
And be careful jumping ahead because it might not be given to you.
Yeah.
Just yet, anyway.
Also, as
Just
a
saying-
warning, just to
Just saying,
explain,
from those ones, that's the one that would. Also, the mirror of true sight, and if you got any daggers or staves.
just
Other
to
than that-
explain true sight, when it's an effect on you,
Lets you see secret doors, right, and shit.
anything that's invisible, you can
So
see
it's-
everything that's actually there.
Yeah,
So you can
it's
see through
literally-
magical darkness and stuff like that.
It's literally a divination spell, isn't it? So that's kind of
Yeah.
soup.
So I say to Khan, well, I mean, we can't have him going there unarmed, despite his clear confidence in his own abilities. I mean, do you think I should loan him the one sec, the Loach and Elf dagger?
I think that could
The
come in handy for him. I
Give me
think
the loach, I want it.
it won't be any use to me. I prefer my bow.
I mean,
So magic items.
I would be cautious giving him it. I mean, this is a stranger after all, so I would be cautious giving anything too valuable. But we've got to balance that with I don't want to end up killing someone else. I mean, I've had my fill of killing people.
I
I cast my mind back to the cab driver.
trust him.
The cab driver, the leader of Maris,
Yeah, 2 people.
The city
I
of
could go for
Dwarf.
a while.
Yeah, the whole of Dwarfholm.
No, there were some refugees.
I'm willing to take the risk of taking him along. I think he seems friendly enough, I think, for now.
Can he cook?
I
I mean, I think we should ask him. And I walk back over to the desk and say, where we were sitting, and say, Pyre, can you cook?
Why, yes, of course. But my specialty
I
cuisine is-
interrupt him completely and slam down the loach and elf dagger in front of him.
Am I to assume you own a tune from the Elf Dagger on the journey back?
Yeah. Sorry, I was going to say before we started.
That's fine.
And I'll also give him. I don't know if he can use it, but you can have it anyway. A trident.
Oh, there was 2 of them.
Yeah, I've got one. But they're
Okay.
martial
All right.
weapons, I think, though.
Well, I was going to say, as I pick up the items that he's slammed down, which is a trident, a loach, and what was the other thing?
The Elf Dagger.
The elf dagger.
That's his healing one.
Necrotic one things, yeah.
It
So
deals
what's that?
1d6 necrotic as an addition.
Yeah.
And
Heals.
it heals you for the necrotic damage. As
The
well
one-
as being a +1 weapon, and if you kill someone with it, it steps the necrotic damage up to 1d8 next time.
Okay.
You can use that.
And then it goes back down,
defense.
obviously, afterwards.
So loach, trident. I say, yes. I cook best when they're already alive. When I start cooking, ha ha! I sort of laugh with minstrel. Hopefully with minstrel.
I laugh, but also
Khan's going to laugh very nervously.
am a bit
Yes.
hungry.
I'm going to put the loach on. I'm going to put the elf dagger in my scabbard, which I had the other dagger in. Leave the other dagger on the bar, and I'm going to look at the trident and say, an interesting artifact. I may
Make an
use
Arcana
this.
check for me.
Oh, guess what, guys? We've got a character that can do Arcana checks now.
Yay.
Yeah, that's part of the
That's
reason you guys kind of are just handed it. 25. You establish the effect of the trident, the deafening, muting, and silencing.
Yeah.
No, blinding, sorry. But you also established something that none of the others have realized at this point. It only has 3 uses of that effect.
I would like to say, minstrel, young man. Oh, wait, hold on. I think minstrel's about the same age as me. I need to stop calling people young.
Yeah,
Minstrel,
age
sir.
10 years.
Minstrel, sir.
Yes, Pyre?
Where did you find this trident?
It was gifted to us long ago under the sea. Hey, Khan.
Yes.
You need the word. He wasn't there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Kuatoa.
Khan.
Quack.
I've just
Yeah.
dawned on me, as you seem to be the only remaining member of this party. One of them's still alive. We've left her behind under the sea. I'm sure she's fine.
See, say?
Why was she left there?
Well, she was left there as collateral because.
Recheck as well.
Can I just say it?
Yeah, go for it. Finish the thing, but I'm going to remind you of something if you remember.
Yeah, we kind of left her as collateral because they wouldn't let us leave. We were meant to fight some evil monsters, and these weapons were given to us, and we kind of, well, quite simply, I think we forgot to go get her again.
By
Okay.
we, you mean you too, sir.
Also, Minstrel, at this point, now make the history check. I'm going to remind you of something she mentioned as you left.
I thought that wasn't. They kept her because they believed us to be gods. That was part like the big.
That was the main thing, yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted a god there to protect them.
Are you, by the way, interested in showing Gwydion Pyre the mirror of True Sight?
I want him to identify
21.
my rapier.
Okay,
Right.
Minstrel, you are going to remember she also warned you to avoid the tower.
I'm going to cast Identify on Khan's
Wait,
Raper.
who told us to do what?
Doris, as you left, literally as you were closed into a bubble, told you to beware of the tower. You're the only one who knows that. You can keep that information to yourself or whatever.
Khan?
Well, I can't.
Khan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Khan!
Yeah.
It's just dawned on me, as I was telling this lovely tale about Doris, that she did tell us not to climb any towers.
Well, we've just been in one.
She must
Hopefully
be
that-
some
hopefully
kind
that
of
was the one.
prophet.
Anyway,
I
young-
do. Excuse me, Pyre. You cannot just interrupt a conversation between two party members. That's incredibly rude.
my apologies, sir. I thought you'd finished.
Now you can do a task for me if you don't mind.
I see. I'm not usually beholden to other mortal men, but
Oh no, you'd like this task, I assure you.
does it involve fire? I'll burn them.
I mean, it might do. I mean, technically speaking, and I'd like to pull out the magic war pick and say, "Could you tell me what this does, my friend?"
I see.
Take a look
Well,
at my
yes,
rapier,
sure.
Dick.
I shall take the pick and I shall examine it using Identify.
Okay. Identify. Just pulling up. To make sure what it does. Identify. Divination ritual. Random over. Touch 1 minute. Okay, so as you look over the magical item, I can just send you straight away. Do you want to cast it once for each of them?
Yeah. Send it to me in a message though, so I can.
Oh, sure. I shall allow you to
Decide.
explain it if you want to, darling. There's the war pick, and there's the rapier.
Okay, looking at the war pick, I look up at Minstrel and say, Minstrel, are you familiar in any way with the halls of Glom?
The halls of Glom, you say this? Yes, I've been there. I mean, it was many. Well, it's not even a year ago.
About
I mean,
3 months.
Yeah, time seems to fly so fast, and I've aged 10 years since then.
My goodness
but
me, that's a story I'll have to hear later.
we discovered the halls of Glom. We plundered the shit out of it.
I see. Well, this is one of the war picks of the Guardians of the Halls of Glom. A great weapon indeed.
Well, what does it do?
It does extra lightning damage and even more on a crit. And I'm just going to
Yeah, you can just take the thing up, it's fine.
forward it.
Do you want me to just copy it in? I've got
yeah.
one here.
I would
And
like
you,
to.
young lady, this rapier, a very interesting weapon indeed. Cold to the touch. I can already tell it is a cold, damaging weapon.
Interesting.
Is that an extra 1d8? Right, no, yeah, you can do it.
1d8
done
piercing.
up being. You can
Hmm.
do it.
So,
It is a ice spike rapier of some kind that does cold damage.
so
Interesting.
technically, fire is related to this weapon because lightning causes fires. I've got it.
I see. Well, yes, you're not wrong there. Did that work?
Do you want me to put the... I'll put the rapier over, it's fine.
Please.
I'm going to delete that.
That's fine. I make item cards for a reason.
That weapon, the war pick.
Yep.
What kind of weapon is it,
Marshall.
Marshall? I can't fucking use it.
Someone might be able to.
I mean, I
you say
can,
you
but I'm
can't
not
use
going
it,
to.
young minstrel. Well, might I suggest that items like these have great historical significance and should not be sold.
Oh,
Although
don't worry about that, Pyre. We've got a woman. We've got a woman who will trade these magic items or even rarer items.
I see. Interesting.
Perhaps I'll
Very
introduce you sometime soon.
Yes, if she if she holds historical and magical artifacts, I would be very interested to see this lady.
Say now.
Edward,
Okay.
do you have any more items you'd care for me to identify? I can identify 2 more items, or if you'd like, I can spend a bit longer doing it, and I can do as many as I want.
I think I'm good. I mean,
Magical left.
Right.
I don't
I-
think
Traded most of
now's
that
the
away.
time to pull the true sight mirror out because we know what it does, and we're in a busy bar.
So
And-
I am going to fire. The act of putting something in Loach, is that like a big event? Like, can I do that in a pub without causing too much fuss?
People will definitely notice because you need to hold it out and fire the spell into it directly.
Right, I'll wait till I get to my room then.
Okay. So, what are we doing for the rest of the evening, considering you've been sat here for a while now? I
I'm
assume you're going to need lodging.
gonna keep drinking, mate. I mean, morning.
Okay. I need you to roll a d20 for me. Flat.
Who?
Minstrel, because he stayed up drinking. Khan, your turn.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing for the rest of the evening?
I'll just drink as well.
Okay, same roll. Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
And finally, Ozzy, what are you doing?
I'm going to go. Well, I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed and go to my room and read my book of history and lore.
Fair enough. So you pay a gold piece for the lodging.
Okay. Oh yeah,
It's a
I am
cheap place.
extremely poor.
Okay, so Minstrel, due to your night of drinking, you were surprisingly lucky. You woke up with your ass hanging bare and your head in a well, but you do also find a small coin purse filled with 30 gold pieces.
Oh,
That's Minstrel. Wait for it.
nice.
Oh, Craig, you said I have to roll for
Oh,
my
for the
trinket.
trinket, you can just decide if there's something in particular you'd like. I was only going to give you a rolling
I was just
table.
wondering about like what kind of value it is and stuff.
They don't do
It's
anything.
usually unknown.
They're just
Okay.
random. It's RP items. I've got one. That's fine.
Are you an archaeologist as well?
No,
Oh,
I've got a Monster Hunter pack, and part of my background was
Right.
Here we go. I will copy. Here we go. It's coming to you now. Roll a d100. Pick off that list.
because there's things people don't know about Khan yet.
oh, 5e trinkets.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll.
You've got options there, so you can pick one from that list if you want, or just roll for it. And Khan, you've woken up with 3 small scratches on your leg. You don't feel any particular damage, and Ozzy, that won't work in there.
Yeah, I know.
You don't feel any particular pain for it, but it's unusual for something to mark your skin.
I've got
Permanently.
horrible
I don't want
scratches.
that.
Minstrel, where are you?
You've woken up probably about 100 yards away from him on the edge of the clearing that houses that well.
I walk over and go, "Oh, what the hell happened last night?"
Don't know. It's as if we started drinking, then all of a sudden we were just here.
Oh, by the way, when I-
Magic.
Basically, you blacked out.
It was magic. It's a shame I don't have the ability to detect magic anymore, so we will just have to go on my gut feeling, Khan.
Speaking of magic, where is that magic man?
Oh shit, we never arranged to meet him again.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps you should head back to the inn and get him prepped for our journey, and I'll rush off and buy some supplies for us.
Deal. Sounds like a plan.
Is there anything in particular you need?
I wouldn't mind a few health potions if there's anyone with any around here, but
I was going to inquire that very thing.
other than that, I'm okay.
Okay. Minstrel, you're in a strange town. Make an investigation check to try and find a potion seller.
Gareth Keenan investigates.
And then I'll wander back to the inn and try and find Magic Man.
Pyre.
6. You do find a man claiming he's selling the greatest healing potions ever known.
You there?
Yes? How can
What
I
are
help?
these greatest healing potions that have ever been known?
Ah, very simple. You drink one and it will fully restore you. He shows you a black, thick liquid in a bottle.
Can I perhaps ask you to demonstrate this?
Of course, of course. At which point, after whistling rather loudly, a wounded and somewhat lame gentleman comes out, limping from behind a curtain. He's off just to the side of the man's stall, clearly been kept there for this demonstration, as the man also now begins calling for anyone else nearby to come look. A small crowd gathers. As the lame man is handed the potion, he suddenly seems to tense up, and it's almost as if the bandages and casts on his arms and legs pop off him as the incredible size of his new muscles just takes over. Feel free to make any rolls you want.
Well, sir, you have me completely sold. How much should it be for,
Snake oil?
say, perhaps 5 of these mystical potions, which are the most amazing things I've ever seen?
They are 100 gold apiece.
Well, I would like to buy 5 of these.
You could have made rolls.
No, actually, no, I'm going to say, actually, I will buy 3 of these.
Fair enough. You hand the gentleman 300 gold, and he hands you back 3 bottles of this potion. Which is how I want it put in your inventory. Potion in inverted air commas.
That is my wild card. Potion from Snake Oil Man.
It's either going to save someone's life or end it.
Or do nothing.
We're going to end up using that on some unconscious party member.
And then I would like to say, now you with these mystical, amazing potions. I mean, now I've given you my business. I don't suppose you know of any other potion vendors in the city?
Oh, make a
Perhaps those with a
persuasion check.
store presence?
Persuasion check.
You can't have this potion. This potion's too strong for you. I require your strongest potions.
Yes.
Persuasion.
Yes.
4 plus 7.
Did anybody equip the dragon, the demon swordstone, by the way?
No.
No.
That's sitting around. Okay. So with 19, he does say, yes, there's the old man just behind the tavern who sells some. Terrible quality. You're much better off just getting more of mine if you can afford my prices.
I give him a wink and I'll go, of course, of course. Well, good day to you. I'm off to go drink in the inn. Perhaps maybe I'll take my drink outside and drink in an alley behind the inn. But don't be alarmed, I'm not going shopping.
Fair
As
enough.
I immediately just walk briskly and go to the shop behind the inn.
Fair enough. As you enter, a strange old man with a beard down to his waist pops up from behind the counter. Hello there.
Oh,
How can
my
I help
god,
you?
where the hell did you come from?
The basement.
Oh, sorry. Scared the shit out of me.
I always
um,
forget the ladder's here, so I have to be careful.
Potion seller, I require your strongest potions.
My strongest potion. Well, I do have several in stock. What sort of potions would you like?
Well, I'm not one for potions. I mean, I did just get this magical, super powerful potion from a man outside, and I flash it to him.
Oh dear.
But what do you sell?
Well, I do have these potions of supreme healing, but they are very pricey indeed.
You clearly have not recognised me, my good sir. And I'm gonna jump up.
He
And
pulls.
say, this one's wearing a bit thin, and changing back into my noble garments.
Fair enough. I see. My apologies, good He doesn't recognize your crest at all, so he just says, "Sir." He's obviously looking at it, trying to recognize it, but noble crest means nothing to him. Well, I do have these, as he pulls out 4 of the supreme healing potions, labeled by a small box. They're being kept very delicately. He says they're 5,000 gold pieces each.
Well, you see, these potions would not be for me. Perhaps something a little lower in quality
At which
would
point
be.
going to. And he's going to then pull up a slightly less ornate box with marked as superior healing potions. He has 5 of them in total. These would be 2,000 gold apiece.
Such
No,
a-
no. I mean, these are for my servants, you see. I
see.
think that's still a bit overkill.
As he then pulls up a box marked greater. How about these? Potions of greater healing. A bargain at a mere 250 gold pieces each.
Me 2 seconds.
We're going to have Khan come find you in a second.
The only reason
Aye,
I
aye.
say that is because I have a trait. Never mind, I didn't pick that trait in the end.
Okay.
Safe.
He's got a total of
Perhaps,
10 of those available.
perhaps I could bargain you down to 9 for 2,000, my sir.
I don't know how much of a discount that is.
250.
Oh, just 250 off. Make a persuasion roll.
Dare persuade anyone of anything.
$15. Yes. I could maybe do 2,100 for 9.
I look him up and down and say, "You drive a hard bargain. Deal."
Fair enough. You hand him 2,100 gold pieces, and he hands you the box with 9 of the greater healing potions. Do you need the healing stats for that?
Yes.
It's 4d4 plus 4.
That was 2 100, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 100.
7 3 3 8 2 100.
Would you be interested in any potions for yourself? I do have a few rather fascinating ones available.
I mean, what kind of things have you got?
Well, I have here my potion of clairvoyance. I have my potion of resist cold. And this one, which, given your flamboyant nature, may be to your liking, my potion of fire breath. As he swirls it around, the smoke begins coming off the top of the liquid. It looks like it's spicy.
That looks like an ideal prop to my next performance. How much would that be, sir?
Oh, I knock a few of these out every week. I'd say it's 150 gold each.
I buy 1.
Okay. He hands you the potion of fire breath, and then he says, "And for someone who likes to jump up so high, perhaps you might like this," as he pulls out a small, very, very small vial, and says, "This is a potion of flying.
What?
Soar amongst the eagles, my friend. It does only last an hour, so make sure you come down halfway."
How much would this be?
This would be 1,000 gold pieces.
I see. I mean, perhaps later. I mean, I can already fly. You see, I have
see.
the power of polymorph.
Ah, a mighty spell. I did not see you as a spellman. However, perhaps you might like this then. As he brings up a small, like a, to give you a quick idea, are you familiar with those little Lucasade shot things they were doing for a while?
Yep.
that sort of size glass vial with a clear white liquid in it. Would you be interested in spell essence? It's currently illegal to take into some cities, but I keep a small supply.
What does it do?
He explains it would restore spellcasters' innate abilities to cast spells, i.e., it would restore a spell slot of 3rd level or lower.
And how much does it cost?
Well, given the hard nature of finding them, they're 500 gold apiece.
I buy 3 of them.
Okay, you hand over 1,500 gold and take 3 spell essence potions. And is there anything else you might be interested in acquiring?
I'm back.
No, I think that's it for potions. I'm happy with my purchases today, and you are both a scholar and a gent.
You did
I
see
say
my
with
new.
a quick nod.
Yeah, I saw your message. As he says, very, very kind of you, sir. As he takes your gold he's just picked up, turns to quickly walk somewhere, clearly forgetting about the ladder next to him, and falls into the basement.
I say, sir, are you okay? Good. As I leave.
Yeah, I saw your new portal, Ozzy.
Good.
Okay. So with that, you leave the potion seller as he's fallen into the basement. Where do you want to go next?
I don't suppose there'd be anyone here that would sell a magic mount, is there? It's a little bloody village.
You're
Um,
quite lucky the black market potion traders here.
I am done. I think I'm going to go rejoin the others in the inn.
Okay, you find Khan and Pyre now having met up at the inn, eating breakfast.
No, I'm not eating.
Okay, you're not eating.
Khan's trying
Because I
not to be
can't
sick.
eat. I can't eat through my mask.
Ah, I see.
I have to take it off to eat, and I'm not taking it off in here.
Could you not just lower the bottom, put a bit in, and then close it back on?
Maybe, but for RP reasons, I'm not eating.
Okay.
So, gentlemen,
Call him a
Hello, young
gentleman.
minstrel.
and Khan.
Hello, normal-aged minstrel. Khan tells me you visited the shops.
I certainly did. I have brought us wares.
When you were on your travels, did you notice anybody who was selling scrolls or had any spells for sale? You see,
I
I have this book, and all of my magical knowledge is contained within. If I can find other written scrolls or spells, I can copy them into this book and learn them forever.
It's awesome. I did see a gentleman outside. He seemed to have some kind of stall. He sold me these an amazing potion that would completely restore you. I'm fairly sure he would have scrolls of some description,
May I see this potion?
and I would like to take out proudly the potion and show it to Pyre.
I'm going to do an Arcana check, or
Okay, go for it. I will be whispering your results. Okay.
okay. I look at Minstrel and I say, "Ha ha ha! Well, it's definitely a potion you've got there. Not sure if I would drink it if I were you. The effect will be completely random. I fear, sir, that you've been had. Not to worry. We can find this person and I can turn him into my next subject, if you please."
There'd be no need for that. 'Twas all in jest, I say with a hint of disappointment in my eyes. I have some healing potions right here. And I give both Pyre and Khan 3 greater healing potions.
Fair enough. Everyone has the healing down for those.
Oh, nice.
No, I don't know what they are.
4d4
Are they a
plus 4.
bonus action to use?
Bonus action on yourself, action on someone else. Same as always.
Okay.
So, gentlemen, I mean, before the events of last night, I may have forgotten to mention, we are actually looking to go slay this beast. And I look at my imaginary wristwatch. Oh, as soon as possible, really.
Do you want me to tell you what the date when you accepted your thing quest was, and so you accepted your quest on the 28th of Hectus. So if you wanted, it's currently the 3rd of Septus. So 3 days later.
Wait, it was a quest to kill the Naga?
No, the
other one.
ruins. You're supposed to report back within 2 weeks, aren't you? So
Yeah,
you'd have 11 days to do both.
Well, we can teleport straight there. And how far away are we from midpoint?
Provided you took the horse?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I mean, quite close.
Yeah, you're not far
Zero
off it.
down.
It's a day at most.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just gonna do the exact.
So, Minstrel and Khan, is there anything you could tell me about our location? What kind of monsters we'll be facing? What kind of trials we'll have to contend with?
I think
Well-
you asked Minstrel about that.
Pyre. Many eons ago, when the universe was young and the campaign had just begun,
Breaking the fourth wall completely.
we stumbled across a enchanted dragon who was harming all those around him. As it turned out, he was being mind controlled by none other than a Naga. Now, we did try to slay this Naga at the time, but unfortunately he escaped from our newbie clutches and surrounded himself in some kind of mystical plot armor. So he escaped.
Oh,
But since then he's been sending mind controlled drones after me and anyone I associate with. So I'm afraid you're probably already at risk. Thus the urgency of going and ending this wretched creature once and for all.
I see. The Naga are known to be proficient casters, I believe. You have a wizard to contend with.
Now we do have one lead. I was blessed, or you may say cursed, with a vision of an angel and a devil. And then in between them, a knot of snakes. And this was to guide us to the Naga's location.
Do you want me to give you the actual vision again? Because you've
No.
done that wrong.
No, I'm
good enough.
gonna
Yeah.
repeat it as is.
Okay.
And from my understanding, and after much glancing at the map, we have decided that this must be midpoint. And obviously the metaphor in this vision, the angel being us and humanity and elvenkind, not dwarvenkind though, but us, and then the devil is a mystical deity known only by the name of Shartan. So we fully
I'm
Shush.
gonna
Shush.
no.
No.
I'm going to say that you've got magical knowledge there, Pyre. I want you to
Yeah.
make a religion check for me.
Religion.
Yes.
I can't even remember if I chose religion. Oh, I didn't.
That's fine.
Oh, did that
Oh,
still?
19. Underscore.
did it-
no, I
did it
didn't get the plus. You got
Yeah.
23.
3.
Okay, you're going to recall something. I'll be private messaging you in a second. But Mizrael can now continue his story.
Can I just clarify out of character? You're
Yeah.
not going to turn around and say Shartan's an elven god and you as an elf should have known this, are you?
Pyre's
Because
not an
that
elf.
would. What?
Pyre's not an elf.
I'm not talking about Pyre, I'm talking about
Oh, you.
Shartan. Yeah, me.
Oh, no. It's not
Oh,
that.
shit.
It was more... The name is just going to... Because of the mystical nature of a magical salesman, it's going to remind him of something, is all I was going to do.
Now,
Good.
I actually cannot remember what I was saying, Pyre, so I'm going to end the story there because there was a mystical voice that interrupted me.
Thank you very much.
But I'm sure you get the gist of it.
Yes.
Well, that is entirely wrong what you're saying.
Very well. All I needed to know was what we have to face so I could prepare my spells. I'm going to prepare my spell. I'm going to keep them as they were. Hello? Everyone's
Hello.
there?
Yeah, we're just
Alright.
waiting for you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do you want to know what spells I prepared? Greg?
That's fine. You've got your sort of choices.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll trust you to be honest.
Yes. I am being honest. Okay.
So,
No time like the present, lads.
so how are you? What do you plan to do next?
Oh, I want to find the triple heads and arrange transport.
Well,
If they're still here.
get to midpoint, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember they were sleeping outside the town in their cart.
Hmm.
As you head back to the edge of the town, you do see Ed and Ed currently sat cooking a small, meager breakfast. Hail there. You're missing a couple, aren't you? As they look over to your group.
I sob and go,
Yes.
yes, thank you for reminding us. Eds, can we have a lift?
Of course, where do you need to go?
Well,
Back to Iridal?
no. Well, I'm very much interested in midpoint. I mean, it seems to be where I feel we're being gently nudged towards. I feel a calling to go untangle a knot of snakes, you might say.
Let's go
see
to
an
midpoint.
odd expression. Do you need to take a shit before we go?
Well, I did just guff, and it does smell quite bad. But no, I think I'm going to hold it.
Okay. So, he was clearly referring to the reference of untangle a knot of snakes as being a euphemism for pooping. However, you get up onto the cart and you begin travelling overland towards midpoint. It's late evening. As you pass, you've left early morning, so by midday, you're passing the crest of the curvature. In the small alcove you can see by Devil's Point going towards midpoint, there's a nice coastal breeze coming off the inland sea. The salt air is refreshing, and you can see general small pieces of wildlife running to and fro. At which point I will need passive perceptions.
10.
Oh shit. I haven't got
12.
mine
What's your wisdom modifier?
out. 13.
So
Plus
plus
one.
1. So you get 11. Okay, so none of you notice anything, that's fine. So as the cart continues onwards,
We're all dead.
the car continues onwards. You pull into midpoint early evening. The sun is just about to set. The three Eds dismount and begin helping you off the cart.
And what do we see?
Midpoint is a rather impressive city. There's a number of large temples here to craftsman god, which stand high enough that you can actually see the symbols above the edge of the walls which surround the city. Let's pull up the full description so I've got the rest of it. World note. Go. Scrolling. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, M, midpoint. Yeah, almost all the buildings are stone. You can see in the center of town, the symbol of Gond stands above the entire city.
Gond.
Gond, yes.
Do I know what that is?
You can make a religion check if you want to.
Okay. I will.
As you're brought into the northern end of the city, you see a number of inns.
How do you want to?
Sorry, the northern end, sure.
No,
So as you go through, because I'm reading.
That was now.
Gond. Pyre, you've heard him called the Lord of all Smith. Khan, you don't know the name.
Makes
Or
sense.
the symbol, really.
I wouldn't expect Khan to. So yeah.
Well, I don't know much
more.
about this place, but I do recognise that as the symbol of Gond, the Lord of all Smiths.
As you come through the north entrance, you see a small amount of farming land and a few other bits. There's not much here.
Can I be keeping a keen eye open for anything relating to snakes, serpents, or knots? Or
No,
Shartan?
Or Shartan. Speaking of Shartan, as you approach the city proper through the farming district, you do notice his small wooden house standing out against the edge of the walls.
Stop the cart!
on the cart.
You're not on the cart. You've started walking in from this point. But
Stop,
sure.
everyone!
Yes.
It's Shartan's place.
I
As
don't
you
know
now
who
all
that is.
turn, you can see the store sign reading Shartan's Curios with the adorable raccoon logo still printed on it.
I am going to run up to the door and burst my way inside.
The door's not locked, so you do get in. You can see him
And-
currently sitting there with a cup of tea.
I'm going to be standing, looking at him, and try and angle myself so in between us, I'm going to look directly in the middle at the floor intently and not say a word.
Okay. At which point he's going to say, "Are you okay there, Minstrel? It's been a while since I've seen you last. Did you come in for something in particular?"
Knot of snakes.
"I don't sell that, but I do have this knot of snake hair. Someone took it from a Medusa, I was told."
How much is it?
I'm not exactly sure what it does, so you're welcome to have it if you want it.
Oh. Okay. Well, nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
Need
Would you
help?
care to shop my wares?
Okay. I suppose your devilish charm has convinced me to perhaps take a look.
He brings out a particular item he thinks you may be interested in to begin with. Ugh. And places it on the table, explaining its function. The small... what was it? It's essentially, the, Gem Appraiser's eyeglasses things. So the thing that goes over multiple times in layer. It's a small set of one of those which attaches to one side of the head. He explains its function as such. So, the item, as he points to it, allows you to change the elemental damage of a spell you cast. A helpful trick, but not more than a novelty, really.
Shiny.
Can I, while he's showing me this, perhaps ask him a few questions?
Sure.
So, Shartan, last time we crossed paths was back in Dwarfhome.
Ah, yes, it was. Unfortunately, I had to leave before all that unpleasantness I heard of.
I see. I mean, was there no way to save the city?
Well, I
I know you are a deity of sorts, I say with a wink.
He's gonna look at you, bemused, and then slide a sly wink back to you before saying, "Yes, and thus I can't interfere too much, or Ordus will, unfortunately, have some words with me."
I see. You're being very forthcoming. Perhaps
Well-
we're building some kind of report here, sir.
You mean rapport?
Rapport. Silent
Yeah.
T.
Yeah, I'll say it's a weird word, don't worry. Also,
Can
Well,
I actually
I've
retcon
given-
that? And instead of saying report, I want to say rapport with a silent T.
sure, why not? Dear. As he looks at you and says, "Well, you seem to know everything. It seems little point to be mysterious at this point."
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
Shit, what is my insight?
Well, he seems to be very forthcoming, but he still seems to have an agenda.
agenda.
I was
You
going to
always
say
have
the
an
same
agenda.
thing.
I'm going to say, now I've entered the room and seen the conversation happening, I'm going to say, so Minstrel, this is the Shartan you told me about.
Yes, this is it. He
Interesting.
very, very. In fact,
Greetings,
I won't speak loudly.
greetings, Shartan. I've always
Ah.
wondered what you look like.
Oh, have you heard of me,
Sort of
perhaps?
knowing look. Let's just say you're quite well known in my parts.
He gives you a look over before making a few notes to himself. Says, perhaps you might be interested in this, and explains the re-elemental focus.
Yes, I am indeed very interested in it. Would you perhaps loan it to me?
Loan? I'm afraid not. I do need to make my money before moving on. I could let it go for as little as 3,000 gold pieces.
Very well.
Do you
I
have
shall
three?
not buy your elemental
Oh,
focus. I cannot afford it, sir.
well, I shan't sell it necessarily. It may still be in my inventory for a while. You don't meet many spellcasters who want to change the elements of their spells. They can have some unusual effects.
I see. Very interesting. Somehow, an item you sell that does that does not surprise me, I say with a knowing look.
Perhaps you might be more interested, as he brings out a large white bone quarterstaff. In something along these lines, if you're
Yes.
not so well to do at the moment.
Yes, I'll take it. I shall give you no gold pieces.
How about 10?
I see. Can I try and work out what it does?
Sure. It's a pretty white bone quarterstaff. That's it. It's not magic.
Yes, I have no need for this mundane
It would
item.
be perfectly enchantable, though.
Okay.
Should you be able to find an enchanter?
I don't suppose you have any longbows of any description, Devil Shartan.
I may have one tucked away. He brings out a longbow with a red string.
I'm gonna have Khan.
Oh my
show
god, I
some
love
interest.
He says, allow me to demonstrate, as he picks up his teaspoon before scraping the edge on the table so it makes a small knock for the thing, sticks the teaspoon onto the bow, and launches it off as the teaspoon catches a light before disintegrating after a few seconds, because it was a teaspoon and not designed to be set on fire.
A bow that shoots teaspoons.
It sets its projectiles alight. You don't have to use teaspoons, it's just what I had to hand.
That is very pretty. Can you do that again?
Would be
He begins looking around for another teaspoon.
amazing for my performances. How much would this longbow cost a man?
Very interesting.
1,000 gold I could let it go for.
And how much would it cost a woman?
Look at the colours.
I'd be more inclined to give the discount to a man, my friend.
Oh. I will purchase said longbow.
Okay.
You're
So
going to
far.
outbid me for it.
Oh, a bidding war, is it?
Because I do want it.
Okay.
What are you going to offer then?
Waiting for Minstrel's offer.
Well, I
He's
tried
offered
offering
1,000.
1,000.
Oh, 1,100.
I shoot a glance at Khan and I go, 1,200.
1,500.
Ooh, jumping the bid.
I look
Starting
at
out
Khan
sitting back
with
to you.
alarm and go, 1,501.
1,502.
1,600.
Gentlemen, we haven't got all day.
2,000. 2,000.
Jesus.
2,100.
2,200.
2,300.
I've got a very set amount.
Yeah, I'll say.
What can you spend on it? And I'll say what I can spend on it, and then we'll decide.
Well, I actually don't want it, but I'm a noble bard who's been outbid by some changeling, so it's probably up to 5,000.
I'll let it go. You can have it.
Oh, but I don't want it.
You
Shit.
just went 5,000.
You just said you've got to outbid
Just
some
went 5,000.
changeling, some changeling pauper.
Right.
I think it was up 1,700 or something. That's what you said.
Okay, yeah, 1,700 was the last bid before you went nuts, because it's not that powerful an item. So I'll let it go for 1,700 then.
An interesting show.
Yes, as I say, Shartan sits back bemused. It's rare that people up my prices.
It was all in jest.
I see.
I
Bit of fun.
part of my gold, but as I place it on my counter, I hold my hand there for about a minute and then let out a sigh.
Fair enough. He takes your gold and hands you the burning longbow, which I will send you the item card for in a minute.
I would have assumed it's like a D8 file or something.
D2 fire. I mean, at least I'm spending money.
Yeah. Got it to spend. I'll use it.
Yeah.
Shorter. Do you perhaps have any spells I could copy into my book?
Are you interested in illusion spells?
I'm interested in anything I can get. I seek all knowledge.
I see. He begins showing you his the unusual grimoire, which, as it turns out, is this store itself. He has the spells written in various locations around the store, tucked into drawers or under head. I will pull you up a quick list in a moment. I'm just finishing this off for the idiot who bought this at nearly twice its cost.
But it's what Minstrel would do
It
to
is.
protect his honour.
And also something Khan would do for fun.
Fair enough. Okay, so he shows you a list. I'll begin just pumping them out as you go.
How do I go about learning these? Do I have to...
You have to spend time copying them down.
Yeah, but do I have to give Shartan money?
He's quite happy, given what's just happened, to let you copy them down.
Oh my god.
He's made a small fortune compared to what he was expecting to get.
Okay. How long do I need to do it then?
It will take you about an hour
What, for all of them?
per spell at level 1. 2 hours for level 2.
Oh,
I believe is the rule.
shit.
So you
I have no
may
idea.
want to pick. So after Blur, you're in 2nd level,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you when it goes up to 3rd. And here we go. 3rd starts with Fear. And then there is one for 5th level, if it's this one I'm thinking of.
Don't think I can do a 5th level copy. 5th level.
You can't cost. I won't bother putting that one out then. So that's the list of spells he shows you around the store. Intriguingly
Blur is
tucked
level
into
2.
odd places. Sorry?
Blur is level 2.
Blur is level 2.
Okay. Not Park Life. I'm going to turn to Minstrel. I'm going to say, Minstrel, this place is very interesting to my research. Do you mind if we wait here for a few hours?
I shuffle my feet and say,
Perhaps you would care to
Suppose
join
I
me in
ought-
the back room, Minstrel.
hold on. Suppose we ought to hang around and keep it. Oh, gentlemen, and thing. That reminds me, we've found the knot of snakes. As I present the Medusa hair.
knot of snakes you were looking for. Well, why would you look for that here?
I had a vision.
Could you describe this vision to me?
Well, you see, there was an angel and a devil, and in between the two, on the ground, was a knot of snakes.
I see. Anything? Do you want me to give you the description again? Because
No,
you could be
no,
doing this for a
I'm-
long time without.
I'm rolling with the incorrect dream.
You say it was directly in between them.
It was in between them and down.
In between them and down, you say. So perhaps you weren't looking for down as in down physically. You might be looking as down as in south.
That's quite possible.
So perhaps you've erred slightly.
Oh, I found the knot of snakes.
You
My job is done.
found an odd trinket I picked up a while back.
Perhaps, Minstrel, we should consult our maps one more time.
I suppose you're right. I mean,
So it'll take me 11
Perhaps-
hours to learn all the spells I need to learn.
perhaps the vision had two meanings. We will find a knot of snake in between us and Shartan, and also we will find a not so literal knot of snakes.
I'm going to roll
Uh,
insight just to see if I believe him about Shartan being evil.
Sure, go for it.
Because I know it's not true, so I need to.
Yeah, you kind of want to
That-
figure this one out. Also, he's just been the nicest guy.
Just in case.
Deception roll from you, Minstrel.
Oh, but I haven't said anything to deceive them.
Oh, this is just insight on.
Well, see if
Shartan,
Minstrel
then.
believes it to be true.
Yeah,
No.
because I mean, Minstrel is convinced Shartan's up to no good.
I can't argue with that.
So he,
Minstrel definitely believes Shartan's up to no good then. But from
you
what
want
you can tell from
deception roll?
Shartan, he seems to be neutral in
Oh.
all facts.
hold on, it was a 9 in the wrong chat.
9 in the wrong chat. Fair enough. Yeah, Minstrel believes it wholeheartedly.
But I don't believe him.
Fair enough.
I think I'm gonna take from that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to double check about your
How
spell
long?
to work out how long it would take.
Although
How long are we willing to
consulting on
wait
that,
in this hut?
Less than an hour. I'm not hanging about. We've got a beast to kill.
1 hour.
Yeah, I'm not spending all day here. We've got shit
1
to do,
hour?
Wizard man. We've got things to do, wizard man.
Uh,
Can't sit about
perhaps
here with
if-
your dueling book.
Okay, here we go. I found the thing. So to inscribe it into your book, it will take you 2 hours and 50 gold pieces per level of the spell.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
perhaps
6
I should have to
hours,
come back
so-
to this place when I can afford it. And copy some of these spells from you, Shartan, but at the moment,
Very well. Should you make a larger purchase, I'd be happy to show you some of my rare stocks.
perhaps one day.
It might be worth mentioning, Pyre. There's a strong possibility you won't remember this visit. Our dear friend has got a habit of erasing memories and packing up shop. Quite literally, you might add.
Oh, my dear boy, it's only a joke. I enjoy playing it on a few people. I'll not erase your memories. You'll be out of town when I leave.
I give a heart
Actually, there's
to
a point.
when
Why
minstrels-
were our memories never erased?
You weren't
Out of
introduced-
interest, Shartan.
Ah, I chose not to. It's more fun to have a few friends around the place.
I see. I eye him
Right.
up and down suspiciously.
I
Look,
give him a
repeat
knowing
business.
look, and I smile beneath my mask.
He smiles back at you instinctively, despite the fact he obviously can't see it.
Well,
check our maps. There's maybe something we missed.
let's have a look at the map.
Very south of our position looks like some kind of
You have a
I
lake
am
and then a ruin.
some ruins. Yeah.
I suspect the ruin may be
Something.
of interest. And in fact, I've just had this premonition, almost, of perhaps in some other universe, on some other plane of existence, perhaps someone guiding our world who has previously mentioned a ruin.
This is all very fascinating, Minstrel. It took me years to study, to learn, to even just have a glimpse into the future. Hopefully I'll become more powerful, but it seems you are very adept at it.
I'm halfway
Make-
trying to say roll deception because that was a definite lie.
I was
should go
about to say
to-
fire
that-
roll
that-
insight.
Go to these ruins.
Hmm.
Maybe they're
All
beastly
up in
secret.
sight of me.
You can have a deception roll, though, because I'm gonna say outright,
You're
we
bluffing.
must go to these ruins. It is known that this is the true location. I'm going to be, even though my prophecy has been disproven twice now, this is the new one.
26.
Well, ruins are ruins. I think we should go there. There could be good stuff there. Interesting artifacts, corpses to up. Yes.
I think the ruins was my idea. I'd like to go there. Yeah.
Oh, well, you may think it was your idea, but it was my premonition. I already told you.
You are an interesting fellow,
premonitions.
Minstrel.
Oh, dear.
Perhaps we should go find the Eds.
I'm going to take the opportunity while we're travelling to take off my mask, and I say to the party, "Yes, sorry about this. Don't worry. There's nothing wrong with me anymore. It's just let's say fire made me ugly, and my face is all like scarred and like all popped and horrible. It looks like my whole head."
Looks like Christmas
Avocado.
card.
Like what? Deadpool.
Yeah.
And then basically. And then I take out some rations and eat them.
It's been the morning. You can mark off some
Avocado.
rations.
Oh, avocado. Like a scrotum.
Oh,
I'm going to eat a salted fish.
fair enough.
I can't believe I've got 3 left now.
How many did you give to Bartu?
I gave 3 to Bartu.
There were loads every session, though.
Yeah.
At least
I was
one
gonna
every
If
session.
you added that up over time,
Well, I started off with I think it was 15 or 20.
so it's just slowly whittled down as you fed the dog and got platinum pieces for it.
It was
Fair
quite
play.
lucrative.
Oh, dear. Okay. So as you retrace your steps through the farming area to the outer walls, you see the Eds setting up, probably expecting to be here for a little while.
Pack that shit up, Eds. We're on the move again.
Already? Did you
Time
find
to
what you were
go.
looking for?
Yes, I have found the knot of snakes as I present the Medusa here.
I see. So
I'm not
back
sure
to
what
Irodal.
this has got to do with our quest, but I also had a. No, I won't bore you with the details. We need to go south.
I see. So to the lake,
No, much further south.
all the way to the coast, then.
Pretty much.
Very well. It's evening. We should. You can sleep in the cart. We rotate shift. As the horses begin a
Damn right.
slow plod across.
And as I say, damn right, I flick him a platinum piece.
Very kind, sir.
How far?
He tucks it into his shirt.
How long does it take to get to our destination?
It's going to be about 6 hours.
6 hours. All right. So 5 hours in, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant as a ritual.
Fair enough. Okay. So unseen. So you're going to begin casting it in the thing.
Yeah. So
I'm going to
takes
need
an
a.
hour, right?
Yeah, I'm going to need a concentration check for casting it in the back of a cart.
What's that? That's a Constitution saving throw, isn't it?
Yeah, essentially.
Providing he passes this, can I still speak to him?
Oh,
That one,
Oh,
he did not manage to cast the spell in the back.
I'm using lucky. I'm using lucky.
All right, you're losing one of your 3 luck points for the day.
Oh,
5, you still didn't manage it.
Fire. I
yes,
can't help but notice you're attempting some kind of ritual there.
yes. Well, I was trying to get my friend to come along, but appears he really doesn't want to. It's funny. I had seen different in importance.
Now, this may have skipped my mind. I didn't realise you were a user of magics beyond fire and resurrection.
I am adversed in all forms of the arcane. I spent many years at the college in Aenor.
Would
Originally-
gems be of much benefit to you?
Well, yes, of course.
Beyond their monetary value, of course. I mean, for spells.
I don't know. I don't need to use ingredients, do I? Because I've got an arcane focus.
No, you can use your arcane focus to cast spells.
Right.
As long as it's not a ritual, obviously.
So a ritual, you do need ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I say, well, yes. I do often use ingredients in my spells.
Well, myself being as I'm sure you've gathered in our brief stint together, an a renowned, famous, noble, and accomplished bard / adventurer / poet / author / universal translator, I do have some reagents that may be of benefit to you. Would you perhaps
Most
like
interesting.
these as I pull out from my bag in a handful? One sec.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-da. 1 diamond, 2 peridots, and 4 large topazes.
I lean over and look into his hand and sort of push the gems around with my finger, and I say, "A shame there's no pearls in here. Those are the ones that are most useful to me. But I'm sure I can find a use for these."
I would like to give 4 large topaz, 1 diamond, and 2 peridots to our wizardy friends.
Okay. So you can mark it for your notes because you need values for your spells normally, don't you? The topaz and peridots are worth 200 gold each.
You say 4 peridots.
They're
4
worth more than
diamonds.
diamonds.
These ones they're quite big.
The peridots.
The peridots are worth 200 gold each.
Okay. And I get 4 of them.
No, 2 peridots
2
and
peridots.
4 topaz, also worth 200 gold apiece.
Wow.
Okay. The diamond, if I remember correctly from Minstrel's bag, is the
100.
remaining. Yeah, thank you. It's worth 100. Yeah.
I remember that diamond. I carried it in my bag for many weeks, I think. I mean, not me. Ramp.
Yes. Yes.
I drop the gems into my pouch, like pat the pouch, and smile under my mask.
No one sees, so.
All right.
Back.
Okay. So, as the cart now approaches the edge of the shore, you can see the 3-pointed ruin. There's 3 small towers around with walls connecting them. There's no central structure, so you have no idea quite what you'll be in for once you're inside.
I have a feeling we won't know what we're in for when we're inside.
That's never
Yes.
stopped us before.
An
In the short
interesting
time I've been with
place.
you.
Apps. Where are we at the moment? We sit in the cart.
You're currently just dismounting the cart. Ed and Eddie are not willing to get any closer. It's also
have-
like midnight at this point.
I have seen this place in my visions.
Oh,
Perhaps.
speaking of which, midnight pie, you need to roll 2 new divination things.
One
Perhaps
day,
we should
I should just use them.
board the cart, and I can cast a spell to give us slafe over slight.
Shall we
I
try that
don't know what
again?
came
Please
over
repeat
me.
that,
Safe
Mitchell.
overnight.
I see.
You're welcome to cast. Well, I think you're going to cast, and you want to try and sleep there?
You're going to cast Leopold's tiny hut. Yes, I've seen people casting that in the college. I chose not to
Ooh,
learn.
that's a good point. Roll an Arcana check for me, Pie.
Oh. I'm gonna roll a 1 now.
It's all right. It's fine.
Waste all that RP.
11. No, it's fine. You know of the spell. You've seen people casting it. You don't know what I was going to mention.
Okay,
I then, as
Die.
we're all back on the hut, cast Tiny Hut.
He's dead.
Okay. As you look outside, you notice something about Tiny Hut, which is something you've never noticed before, because this is the first time you've ever cast it when you're off the ground by a distance of the height of the hut. You suddenly notice that the spell only extends above and around you. It doesn't go below you. I.e., there's no floor to this spell.
That's all right. We've got a floor in the cart.
Oh, yeah. But it also means that at the minute, anything that could duck to under 2 foot in height could duck under your tiny hut and be inside.
How tall's the cart?
About 2 foot. Off the ground from the floor. That's like the size of a big wagon wheel.
Ah, well. I've cast it.
Okay, yeah.
This is an interesting predicament you've got us in here, Minstrel. I suppose it won't be a problem.
Fine for me. I don't
yeah.
mind sleeping out in the open.
Okay. Well, you spend the evening and take a long rest, I assume. Sleeping till about 8 the next morning. Does anyone want to attune, unattune, or etc. item?
Do I have to attune to Loach?
Yes.
In that case, I shall.
Okay, you attune to the Loach.
And I would like to attempt to do Unseen Servant again in the morning.
Sure. You do it at breakfast time. So, Unseen Servant. This time you're inside the tiny hut, so you don't have a lot of space, but I won't make you make a concentration check. Unseen Servant. Okay. So, you know exactly what you've done with it. So, for the next hour, that will be available. Everyone else, you can restore spell slots, etc.
Spell sluts, more like.
Aye. Don't think I used any anyway. But...
Yeah, I was like, it's been a few days, really, since much has happened. All speaking of, I need to move the calendar on. Okay. So, with that, what do we want to do?
Well, gang, are we going in?
I suppose we best face our maker.
One day I will have the power to know exactly what will face us. Not today. We'll have to go in unawares.
What many evil beasts before. I shan't stop now.
Fair enough. Okay, as you begin heading towards the ruins, you can high
Oh, that's frustrating.
You alright?
Yeah, I was just reading about Tiny Hut. So it's not defined in the rules as written, and the bloke who basically changes the rules as written has contradicted himself on whether it has a flaw or whether it doesn't have a flaw.
Really? It's annoying. I'll be honest. My brother mentioned to me it can be got into by borrowing enemies.
Yeah, he's once said you can, and another time he said you can't.
Oh, marvellous. As it's
Because-
written, my understanding was it says it's above and around you. It says nothing about underneath.
But it doesn't matter if we're awake now.
Yeah, that's just for next time you use it in a dungeon. So if there's things borrowing nearby, maybe don't. So as you approach the ruined walls, you can see some small figures moving around on top. It's up to you from there. If you want to head closer or what you want to do.
Tell what they are.
Yeah, can I see with my elf eyes to try and see what they are?
Checks.
I would like to warg into Puck
Okay.
and try and get a bit of a look at them.
So
I
you're
guess
going
I rolled-
overhead?
I rolled at Owl's perception, right?
Shit rolls today.
Yeah.
Advantage on ones that rely on sight,
Yep. So it's going to be sight based.
so it's +3 with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Khan and Pyre, you notice they're about gnome size. That's about all you got. Minstrel, you do notice they are in fact gnomes. They appear to be deep gnomes from their styling of hair, clothes, and other such information. That's what you got from that distance.
Gentlemen, they're deep gnomes. I
Deep
can
gnome
tell
ship.
using my elf eyes.
Well, why would deep gnomes be here if they're the Naga?
Oh, it's simple. They're enthralled.
Good word.
Is that what this Naga does?
An interesting hypothesis, Minstrel.
Oh, yes, I've just noticed neither of you have ever met the Naga before. Sorry, I was working on an assumption. Yes, it has sent many thralls against our party in the past. I can think of 2 occasions in recent history where this has happened.
Looking up at the gnomes, I say, well, charmed or not, I fear their lives are already lost. It's up to us to end them quicker.
Could take a few pop shots depending on how far away they are.
You're about 200 feet away at this point.
It's within range.
So what does it look like then? Is there a door and windows and stuff?
So, from the side you're currently facing, coming along the coast, you're currently facing the eastern tower, and you can see the wall running back to the southern tower. You also know from approaching there is a western tower, but no northern tower. There's a wall running in between each one, and you assume the gates would be between the east and western tower.
Is there any cover between us and the gate?
It's pretty much on a beach and in the plains, so there's not a lot of cover nearby. It's quite flat.
Perhaps we should approach the gate and see if we can open this shit up.
Yes. Do you think a subtle approach, or do we go all out?
I think subtlety has its benefit for now, I believe.
Yeah, I think
Rambler, can you cast password? Oh. And I go quiet and look down.
Oh,
Go, well, I suppose we do this the old-fashioned way.
Try and stealth it out.
Okay, stealth checks, everyone.
stealth checks? Oh no.
25. $23. 13. Okay, as a group, you feel pretty stealthy.
Let's go. Which way are we going
Alright,
to
I'm
go?
going to send the unseen servant up ahead and attempt to open the door with the unseen servant.
Sure.
Which way are we going? East?
I thought
Where
there was
are
only
you
one.
trying to? No, there's one entrance, but how are you trying to sneak up to it? Are you just trying to sneak straight up to the main door?
I want to take a side approach.
The quickest. Yeah, I'll follow the ranger. He seems stealthy.
Okay, so where are you trying to sneak?
Might be easy if you draw the walls or something.
Yeah.
Towards the
Because
it's- Yeah,
we're heading south on the map. We can go.
You're heading to the south on the map. You'll be coming to it from the east side. I will start drawing. Hang on.
So to curve round to walk up to the east tower and then along the wall,
I'm
Okay,
going
so you're heading to the east tower and along the wall. That's all I needed.
along the northern wall, wherever there may be a gate.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Just so we're not directly heading straight towards it.
So
Okay.
as we come to
But now I'm going to open the door with the unseen servant.
where's the edge of the map?
That's fine if
let
it's
me draw.
unseen.
There.
To them, it will just look like a door opening.
And we'll be ready on the side if they come out to ambush.
Assuming, of course, these are hostile gnomes. We could be completely mistaken. This could be the castle of the Great Halls of Glom.
Okay.
No, Minstrel, the Halls of Glom are way away from here. You should know that. Come on. You
Our
are
land.
How foolish.
On the gnomish homeland, even further away.
Yes.
Okay,
there's
you can all
something
see roughly the idea. This would be the door here. It's a big portcullis style door.
Is there any other way in that we can see at all?
There is the minstrel.
Make a perception check for me.
So I was hoping to approach maybe.
So I'm going to put you guys on the map. Currently tucked against the east tower.
Yeah. So go around the front that way and then.
And
Yeah,
Puck's
from the
just
side.
flying above right now, quite high in the sky.
Fair enough.
Not so high that you can't see what's going on, but about as high as he can
About as
go.
high as an owl can fly.
Yeah. Perception. Oh, I miss having. Oh
You can still use it if you want to. You've recharged for the day, so you've still got 3.
no, I'm gonna leave it.
Or you can use a portent roll for that matter.
Nah.
Are we all keeping an eye out, or is it just?
You can all check for entrances
I mean,
if you were looking.
just do it. Oh,
23. Okay. Khan, you are going to notice there is a small amount of foliage growing at the side of the tower you're currently standing against. The Nat one really did not do well there. He literally missed some plants growing above his head. He's too busy
but
looking around.
I can't see very well out of this mask.
and those
Don't
plants, are they concealing something, or are they climbable?
They may well be climbable, should you be lucky.
I'll tell
And
the
athletic.
party, or whisper to the party as we're here.
How long does it take to change my prepared spells?
I'd
There's a long
say
rest.
It's a long rest.
on the long rest, yeah.
I say, blast it. This is why I need to glimpse more into the future. I know the Featherfall spell, but I didn't have it prepared.
Okay. So, with that, you've mentioned now to the party that the vines growing down the side of this tower may be climbable.
I'll tell them we might be able to get up that way.
Well, I can certainly get up.
What was the outcome of testing the door? Sorry.
Testing the door, it's a portcullis. You can't really open it from this side.
Okay,
Well, I'm going to walk over
yes.
to the big door.
Okay.
If you want me to knock on it, I can do that with the Unseen Servant.
It's a portcullis. You are familiar with that term?
Yeah, I mean, you can make a noise, though. You could bang
Oh yeah,
on
he can make a noise. It's just okay. So
I am Googling.
okay.
It's like a metal thing.
Now, okay, I know what I want to do.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm going to use a ring of X-ray to look through the wall and see if there's a lever on the other side.
As you look through the wall, which way are you looking through the wall?
Or a mechanism to open the door, rather. Might not be a lever.
There is a
could be-
mechanism inside to open the door.
I'm going to send the Unseen Servant to do that, then. I assume we can get through the portcullis.
I'm going to
check that.
up, down, up, and walk through the wall.
You walk through the wall into the area where the mechanism is. However, you don't know how to activate it from here, or if in fact you will be able to get out of this area. You are literally inside a wall at this point. Hang on.
Well, fuck.
Can I get the Unseen
Could
Servant?
I'm in the wall.
Literally, you're in between two walls because that's where the mechanism is.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I lay down and start to have a nap.
Fair enough. Do you
No,
want-
I'm not. I'm going to pace up and down, I suppose.
Okay.
Stuck in a fucking wall.
Tower.
Back in a lift.
As you begin moving back and forth, as you reach the far end, you do notice a small amount of light coming from overhead.
Meaning,
Also,
I look up
I'm gonna
and
go
look
for
at the
fires.
source of lights.
It appears to be a small hole leading either into the tower or onto the side of the tower. You have no idea exactly where it goes. At which point, higher. I'm just looking at Unseen Servant to see what size space he can get through.
Says he's shapeless.
Yeah, so in theory he could move through, but you'd need to know where the lever is to command him.
Can I not see it from where I am?
No, you don't know where the lever is at all.
Can I try and get the Unseen Servant to where Minstrel went?
Do you want to try and get him into the wall?
Oh, so there's no like hole or anything to go through.
No, Minstrel walked through a wall
Okay.
using his magic belt.
Sorry,
Yeah,
correction.
you're currently looking at the one hole you just found.
I didn't walk through a wall because you made me walk into a wall.
No. You're in between two walls. You walked through the first wall of two. Because it has a mechanism inside, which you knew.
How big is a gap above my head?
It's going to be a tight squeeze. You're going to need an athletics check to get up there and an acrobatics check to get through.
Wait, is it not so high up? I was going to shoot a rope up there, but
Oh, no, it's like 20, 30 feet. You could put your feet on one side of the wall and your back on the other and try to athletics climb it.
Easy.
would it be easier with a rope?
I mean, possibly.
It's got
It's a
anywhere to
fairly
catch
tight-
on. But
Yeah, you have no idea if it would hit anything.
could hit stone.
Oh yeah, that's a point. Okay, I'm going to start shimmying up the wall.
Okay, make an athletics check for me.
Is this the time they're going to start going badly?
For
All
minstrel,
those-
rarely.
All those climbing and backflips and
minus
everything.
2.
Actually, I'm going to say he gets a 15 on this. Oh, I
No,
can't
you're
see.
Minus
13, don't
1
you?
plus 2.
Can I see him?
15. Okay, you managed to reach towards the
No?
thing.
Can you hear
No, you
Yes.
can't see him.
Can't see him. He's in the wall.
He's in a wall.
me? All right. Why didn't you just answer me then?
You're around the other side of the tower. You can see on the map.
Yeah. Nobody answered me, so I didn't realise you could hear me.
I was doing the description for that. Okay, so why is this coming on level? So with that, you managed to reach up to the gap in the tower in the ceiling above you. You can see the light trickling through. It definitely leads to just inside the tower on the second floor. To squeeze through, I'm going to need an acrobatics check.
Easy.
17. You do once again manage to just make it through the small gap into the main building of the tower. I'm now going to fill in the area there because you've now seen it.
So he's inside the tower.
He's currently inside the tower. So you have stairs coming up and down, downstairs, and upstairs. Happy?
Yeah.
The room has a general wooden floor. It's nothing impressive. It's obviously been built to last, but it's not anything flash.
Is there anything else in the room around me, or is it just staircases?
There's a number of windows to the outside, but nothing which would intrigue you. You notice you could probably climb on top of the walls from here.
Would I notice how far away from the others? If they were to climb those vines, did that go to the top of the tower? Would I know where I am in relation to the top of the tower?
As you head around the edge of the room, you notice that the vines do come up to one of these windows.
I would like to walk out the window and look down.
Okay. You can now see your party members hunched against the side of the wall.
How high up is he?
I'm going to quietly wave.
About 30 feet.
Okay, I'm going
Do
to.
you see him wave?
One second.
I'm going to say, Khan, you do. Pyre, you don't because of the mask.
Okay.
I'm going to gesture to Pyre and point up at Minstrel so he can see.
Do I see it now?
Now you can see it.
All right. I'm going to. Is it within 30 feet?
It's within 30 feet, yeah.
I'm going to misty step up to there.
Fair enough. I'm just going to double check something with Misty Step.
And I guess I'll climb.
Sure. Make an athletics check. You hear dogs in the background.
Oh no, there's dogs coming for us. I assume I can see. I can see an unoccupied space.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to say you teleport directly into the window frame is all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Just because it says you need to be able to see the area, so it's kind of tricky with...
Hello, Minstrel. How did you get here?
Oh, funny story. I got trapped in a wall. It's all okay now, though.
Well, perhaps you should warn me before you do something like that in the future. I could aid you.
It's quite all right. It was a silly mistake.
Yeah.
I perhaps should have listened to the voice in my head more clearly and passed through the gate instead of the wall.
The gate was made of metal.
Oh, shit.
So, can my unseen servant follow me up here? Let me just.
He can get up to you, yeah.
Okay, good.
Since there's a window and all. So, the three of you are now reunited in the room. Khan, you did manage to climb up the vines. They nearly gave out under your weight, but not quite.
Phew. I'm the lightest one here, so that was lucky.
Fair enough. With that, what do we want to do next? You can observe the courtyard, you can observe pretty much anything from your position, or you can climb the tower.
Should try and look out the window into the courtyard, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm
Fair
going to.
enough.
Well, as they're doing that, I'm going to stay back and go back into Owly Boy. Puck, the owl.
You sit down by the windowsill. The cool air and your nape of your neck is nice and gets you in the correct mindset for suddenly shifting your consciousness to a good 100 feet up in the air. As you now look down as Puck the owl. You can now, looking over the courtyard, make a perception check for me.
Based on sight, right?
based on sight.
I want to take a look out the window as well.
Sure. Also,
If there is one on that side.
There's one on the inside, yeah. Ooh. Hey, a 20. So, you can see a number of gnomes patrolling the area, but nothing which jumps out to you. Pyre, through Puck's eyes, you can see what appears to be a small covered hatch, as well as the patrolling gnomes, who seem to be rotating off from one tower to the next tower to the next tower, across the walls, above the gates, etc., to make it look like there's more of them.
Do I see how many there are?
In total, there's only 7.
Okay. I call the other 2 back and I say, I see. My visions I have seen. There's 7 gnomes and they're patrolling the towers. They could be coming to this one soon, if I understood you correctly.
Yes.
We might want to prepare ourselves here. We might have to
Yes,
not get a catch one unaware.
I say we get to the top and unleash hell on them. We're all adept in ranged combat, I assume?
I certainly am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we want to head up to the top of the tower.
Yes.
So
Does anyone
Check
want
it
to...
out with the owl first.
Sure. As the owl looks at the top of the tower, there's no one currently on your tower. However, one of the gnomes has just begun moving towards it across one of the walls.
We haven't got long. We should get up there and get prepared.
Go, go, go!
Go.
Okay. As you dash to the top of the tower, kneeling back down.
Neil, you'll get bruised knees.
I have a mat. It's rather nice, actually. I also have Matt.
Aha.
He's well practiced at kneeling.
Hey.
It's
Hey!
a prayer joke.
Oh, yeah.
How are you offended at that? Screw you! Okay, as you reach the top of the tower, you're only 1 floor below it. Stairs come out to about here. Going back down. You can now taking a commanding overlook across the area. You spot where's my pieces? Spot the locations of the gnomes. And I want to say you get a free round while I place the pieces. One coming across, from here. Currently 3 in the center. There's currently 1 on this wall heading away from your tower. With a buddy with this one. Okay, you get a free... shit, I put that way too low down. There you go, can we see all 7 gnomes?
Yeah.
We have lost the compass. Does everyone remember the directions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Up is up.
North, south, east, west.
Aye.
Okay. And I will mark the trapdoor on or the hatch on since you've seen it.
You said we got a free turn. What do you mean by that? We get a
You
free...
have time to take an action before they notice you.
Just one action.
You each get 1 action from your current position.
Before we start, I'm going to turn to Khan and say,
Yes.
that bow on your back. You're good with it, I assume.
Yes.
Can you hit all of them from here?
What range are we looking at?
Varying in range, I think the first one away from you is... Can't... 5... 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95 feet.
As long as it's within 150, that's a optimum range. That's fine. Yeah. Yes, I can hit them all. I was thinking about possibly setting a trap of some kind
I see.
by the entrance to this tower. At least one of them.
Do you have any traps on you, sir? On you, sir?
I have a spell I can use.
Now this is
My cordon of arrows.
Yes, I have a spell that could give you an extra attack per turn.
I mean, against multiple enemies, I get 3
3 attacks,
as it is. Yeah.
so that I could make that 4. Very interesting.
You know, as the patrols begin moving still, slowly round, just making a show of force.
Well, I suppose we better get started. Minstrel, any ideas before we start?
Well, I was just going to shoot them.
I guess I'll knock a couple of arrows and maybe aim at the 2 to the south of me.
2 to the south. Sure. So that's numbers 4 and 5.
We get 1 free round,
Yeah, you get 1 free action.
1 free action. I'm going to cast haste on Khan.
Okay. Khan, you have haste. Do you know the effects?
I get another attack on top of that.
You get double
And movement speed and 2 to your armor class.
2 AC, advantage on dex saving throws, and an extra action. Just be
Right.
attack or one of
Can
them.
just be used to attack, dash, or something else, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I get advantage as well for now.
Yeah, they're unsuspecting enemies. You get advantage on this attack.
Okay, that's 1.
26 is a hit.
Copy and paste those. So they're both at the same.
Nat 20. And a nat 1. Nice. So critical hit.
They're both at the same target.
So we'll say that's the closer one, shall we? Number 4.
Hmm.
So roll damage on that one, and then we'll do the damage for the other one. And
1d8 plus 5. Yeah. Huh. It's 5. Okay, that'll be the first one. I think it's just
7.
straight off.
Okay. Not much. Not bad.
The crit.
Yep. Crit.
Same again.
So again, doubles to 9, so that's 16 points.
And I get my Horde Breaker, which will be the attack against the other one with it.
Yep. And you have your bonus action you can use.
Hmm. So that'd be the attack
27
against
hit.
the other gnome.
Number 5, yep. So roll
Damage on him, and then I guess I'll sling the other at that first one again.
Sure, back to number 4.
Yeah. I assume that counts as an advantage or whatever as well.
Yeah, still. 18 hits. Just.
Oh,
So-
fuck that again?
You like the 2s today.
Damn.
Okay, Minstrel, your 1 action.
Who's in range of my longbow?
All of them.
I'm gonna shoot at the same ones.
Sure. Number 4. Or 5, up to you.
Where the fuck's Discord? There.
Four and 5 are over here. I need my stick. There we go.
19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, actually, and those 2 that I hit get pushed back as well, don't they?
I've got to
Yeah.
figure out my roll for this. 1d8 plus
Dex, isn't it?
1 plus.
Deck. Plus
Hold
One.
on.
fire.
Is it 1d8 fire or 2d8?
1d8 fire, 2d8 on a crit.
Okay, 1d8. So
Mhm.
it's plus 4 damage, but plus 5 damage as it's already plus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, got it.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's number 4. Okay. So I'm going to run through the entire events of the surprise round, as it were. So, as Fire casts haste on Khan, she quickly knocks 2 arrows and unleashes them at gnome number 4. Takes both of them in the arm, not overly effective. She knocks a quick 2 more. 1 sails past number 4 and lodges itself into number 5. However, 4 once again strikes almost the exact same place in the arm. It's rather uncanny.
Deadly accuracy, just not deadly accuracy.
Yeah. Before Minstrel then pulls up his bow and goes, "That's not how you do it," and shoots it, hitting it dead in the eye as the burning arrow now singes it out. As number 4 is downed from the surprise round.
And the other one would have got pushed back
Yeah, I've moved him back 10 feet.
10 feet, wasn't he? Yeah.
I moved him back 10 feet. I didn't move the other one back all the way because it was
Oh, yeah.
being pushed into the other one. Okay, so with that, I will need initiative rolls.
Do I roll? What happens with the magic initiate? I've forgotten.
Initiate, that's nothing to do with initiative.
The what's it called? The owl.
The owl, you can roll its initiative if you want it to be brought into combat. It's currently pretty high up.
I'll keep it high up for now.
Sure.
You
22?
don't want it to die, otherwise you have to find a brazier to cast it again.
Think I'm +2? Yeah, I am +2, right? Yeah.
Your dex mod.
God, I'm not
Yeah.
sure how I got advantage, and I only get 12.
Yeah, you did not roll well there. Okay, so turn order will be Minstrel, unsurprisingly. Followed by Gnome 1, Gnome 2, then Pyre, followed by Khan, then Gnomes 3, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, Minstrel, you're up first.
Woohoo! Oh, fuck's sake. I'm going to take a shot at the one in the north.
One in the north. Do you mean this way? Which is north?
Yeah, that's north.
Okay, number 1 or number 7?
Which one's in front?
1.
I am going to. To be honest, I think I'm just going to shoot him.
Go for it. Sorry, just trying to move some stuff out of the way. So I can move and hopefully now use my stick for the rest of this. 13 is a miss, unfortunately.
I curse the gods.
Okay. Gnome 1 is going to take his movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, no, wait, only 25. He's a gnome.
I spent many years as a halfling.
And then he's going to have to dash to try and get closer. 4, 5. He's got to there. Gnome 2. 15, 20, 25. Dashing. 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, Pyre.
Well, that's kind of annoying.
I know exactly what you were going to do.
Still going to do it.
I know you're still going to do it.
20-foot radius sphere.
Go from there, you'll hit them both.
Like those two. Yeah, okay. There's no way.
20-foot radius sphere goes out 4 points.
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4. In each direction. I like having a stick, it's rather convenient.
Yeah, it's quite handy.
I think Pyre would remember that gnomes don't get scared easy. Or is that halflings? I can't remember.
Halflings don't get scared easy.
So gnomes do get scared easy.
Well, gnomes get scared the same as anyone else.
I am going to cast Fireball at those
Okay.
two gnomes.
So centering here?
Just to hit the two gnomes by the hatch.
Yeah, so that'll be fine.
Where are we? Fireball.
So I need to make dexterity saving throws.
And I need to roll 8d6.
We have
I
a
look at Minstrel and I say, I'll burn them.
we have
That's all.
we have an 18 and a 15.
They both pass.
They both pass, so they both take. We'll round up and say 16 damage.
Wait, it's against my spell save DC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, are they dead?
No.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Fireball again with Loach.
Sure. So the Loach is now empty. So let's make the same rolls. 34. 1 and a 2.
They
Oh.
fail.
They fail that one. So with that, they are both going to die. So let's remove those.
Look at them burn. Look at the colours.
Don't have any bonus actions left.
6 and 3. He also has emptied the Loach before you've got to the boss fight.
Damn.
I mean, fire obsessed, good. Clearly effective. Okay, Khan, your turn next, unless Pyre wants to move anywhere.
Check.
No, I'm just going to take cover behind the crenellations or whatever they're called.
The
Oh,
buttress
wait,
that
are
I
these
call-
gnomes on the wall? They're at the same height as us.
No, they're going to be heading into the tower
Okay,
through the windows.
all right.
I'm gonna shoot over. Actually, yeah, is that within 90 feet? The one in the south.
The one in the
Yeah.
south. Let me check the directions. South of Khan. Yeah, you're within 90 feet, easy.
Yeah, I was going to use Hunter's Mark on him.
Sure. It's closer to about 60, to be honest.
And then,
So Hunter's Mark, and then you're going to make your attack rolls.
yeah. I'm gonna
Remember, you
knock
got an extra
two
one.
arrows.
Oh yeah, you get the extra haste attack
Oh, I
too.
was doing it haste. Yeah. I'll roll. Just because of my pluses, I'll keep it as it. Actually, I'll just roll 3d20 plus, what is it, 27.
Yeah, I can. Well, no. Plus 27.
Well, they're plus 9 each time.
Plus 9. Do the plus. Just put the plus 9. I'll add it up and tell you how many hit.
I'll roll 320. Yeah, I'll do 3d20 plus 9 then.
Yeah, I'll just add it up and go. The 18 and the 12 hit. The 7 misses. So
That's
2
right.
hits.
9 plus.
Number's he. Number 5.
Well,
1d28.
1d28. Supposed to be 1d8.
Try that again.
The
'Cause he-
Curse of the Ranger. I remember doing this.
Well, to be fair, his isn't quite as bad as yours.
Yeah, I only got a couple of things to add. But... Yeah, there we are.
17,
Oh.
much better. So 17, and next damage attack, because you got 2 hits. 8.
And
So with that, you do manage to pincushion him against the wall as he slumps lifeless against it.
Ah,
That's number 5 crossed off. Okay, so the remaining one is number 7, who's going to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and get behind his friend. Okay, back to the top of the round. Minstrel.
I am going to make sweet love to you.
I'd rather you didn't.
Can you point out which ones are the baddies?
Baddie, baddie, baddie.
I'm going to shoot the baddie in the north.
The north. 1 or 7?
7.
7, go for it. Make an attack roll. Nat 20. Roll damage. And with that, don't forget you get to double the fire damage on that bow. To 2d8.
Tell me what
Nice.
to do. Where is my damage rolls?
Behind your cock and balls.
If you want to just do it as raw rolls, it's 2d8 plus 2d8 plus 4. Because I are genius.
oh, baboon, big star cartoon.
I
Sake.
love that fucking show.
I am Weasel.
That was the best part, that drop kick.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll 1d8 plus 5 plus
2d8.
1, 2d8.
It's crit, remember. So the
Yeah,
crit
does
the
the
double-
normal damage crit?
Yeah.
The normal damage crits as well, yeah.
So you
Yeah,
get
so
2d8 for that.
2d8 plus 5 plus 2d8.
23 against, what was it, number 1 or 7? I forgot.
7.
7. Okay. So he takes a nice searing, burning blow directly into his face. He seems rather upset by this. It doesn't manage to finish him off, however. However, half his face is melted.
Damn, he's going to be angry.
Okay, with that, we come to Gnome 1's turn, unless you want to move anywhere.
I am going to. Can I move or can I teleport?
You can. You haven't
I
used
suppose
the
I can
bonus action,
teleport,
you can teleport, yeah.
I'm going to teleport.
20 feet.
Yeah, 20 feet back.
Wait, how can you
There?
teleport?
I've got there.
Okay.
I've got a bracelet of teleportation.
Oh.
Okay, so Gnome 1 is going to enter the tower through a window on the side. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, he'd have to go up the stairs from there. 35, 40, 50. So he's currently at the bottom of the stairs. Gnome 2 is going to 5, 30,
Are they going
40,
under us?
45, 50. They're currently in the inside of the tower coming up from underneath. Pyre, your turn.
Right, I'm going to firebolt the one on the wall.
Sure. Fire bolt.
Yeah.
Make a ranged spell attack.
24.
24 hits.
10 points damage.
10 points of damage. Okay, that is number 7. So he goes down to that much. Not
I
quite
mean-
dead, but the rest of his face is now fairly burned as well. He's starting to look familiar, Pyre.
You're not quite dead.
Khan, your turn.
I'm going to take a shot at that guy, the burnt face man.
Okay. Face man is taking a beating today. Make your attack rolls.
Taste still effective?
Sorry?
Taste still on me, or is that? I don't know how much that lasts.
Haste lasts for a minute of concentration with
Yeah.
fire.
Oh, right.
So as long as he's only firing cantrips, it should hold up.
I can cast spells with concentration up, can't I?
Yeah, you can cast spells, but it's a concentration check.
Just
They
not-
both hit.
Oh,
Oh,
all
it's a
of it.
concentration check.
Nat 20. They all hit, yep. So you just quadruple your damage roll. Except for the ads, obviously.
oh yeah, so I'll do 4d8.
48 plus 3d6 plus... what's your dex modifier?
I don't get d6 because he's not hunter's marked.
No, that was the other one you just killed.
Yeah, I didn't move it. So.
Fair. So just 48 plus your dexterity modifier times 3.
I don't think you do need to make a concentration check. Right?
I thought when you cast a spell you did.
Oh shit!
No, it's just
40! Nice, yeah, he's dead.
Arrow
Just when you
straight
take
through
the
the
hit,
brain.
then.
Maybe they
Yeah,
went
that
straight
was
through
gonna
his
say.
melted face.
It just takes him out of the eyes so he doesn't have to look at his own ugly reflection. No offense, Pyre.
Dead.
Dead. Very dead. Okay.
And I think I want to move. I guess my full movement north, away from the stair entrance.
You can get to there.
Yeah, that'll do. Cool.
Okay. Minstrel, your turn.
I would like to do
a poo-poo.
a shoost.
They're currently underneath you in the tower.
I
You
would
could move
like
to the
to
end of the stairs and attempt to take a shot at the guy at the bottom.
do exactly that.
Okay. Move 20 feet. Make your attack roll at the guy who's now going to be charging at you. Which, for the first time, you're close enough to hit. First time you're close enough to get a good view of.
What's he look like?
He's a small, greenish-skinned gnome, black eyes, carrying 2 war picks, and wearing some fairly hefty armor. 9. Okay, 9 damage against number 1. He's also not smiling. He's now going to charge up the stairs at you because it's his turn next.
I would like to.
I haven't said what he's doing yet. He's going to attempt to push you.
Sorry, nice.
He's going to use his full strength and make it as a running movement, so he's going to attempt to push you back 15 feet. I will need a athletics saving throw from you.
That's going to be a 15.
Okay, you're going to make it a 15. Minimum roll.
Do you think I should make it a 15, Chris?
We'll see what he rolls.
No,
get this
yeah,
out
I have to
before.
say it.
He has to
Oh,
say it before he rolls.
He's typing now, so it's
It's up.
I'm gonna make my roll because I'm fairly satisfied. I'm gonna do this,
19. Yep. You
and
resist.
I'm not gonna bother using my inspiration dice.
Fair enough. You managed to resist him pushing you out the way. That's his action gone. So Gnome 2 is also now going to come up behind him. Okay, he can't do anything except... No, he can't even do that, looking at it. Okay, we come now to Pyre.
I am going. I suppose I can't really see them, can I?
You can probably see the top one just about past
How
his-
tall are these guys?
About 2.5 foot to 3 foot.
How heavy are they?
They're wearing plate mail, so quite.
Quite heavy.
I'm
Okay.
wearing plate mail, you say?
They are in fact wearing plate mail.
If I move to the square north of Minstrel, can I touch him?
Yes.
I'm going to attempt Shocking Grasp.
Okay, with advantage. Go for it.
Yeah, so it's a spell attack with advantage, right?
Yeah.
$21.
21 hits.
All right, he can
So roll
now
the damage.
not take a reaction.
Nope, so you can move away freely.
And the damage. Oh, what is the damage?
I think it's like 2d8.
Uh, 1d8.
it goes
My
up a
apologies.
fifth, doesn't it?
Pardon?
One
No,
of the
I don't
ones.
think.
Oh.
No, it doesn't say it does. It just says. No, it's just 1d8 lightning damage. But he can't react, which is the important thing.
Yeah, increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level. 2d8 damage.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Yeah,
So we'll double that for you, just be nice.
yeah, the cantrips
nice.
do increase. Yeah.
They increase at 5, 11th, and 17th.
and
So-
I'm going to move back,
Sure.
back away as far as I can.
10 feet.
And I say to Minstrel, he's frozen in place now. The fool! You can move away if you like.
Okay. So with that, we come to Khan.
Can I take a shot at them from there? Could I see?
You can get the top. You can get number 1 just if you move to there.
I'll attack him.
Go for it.
I guess with 3 arrows.
Yeah, I was going to say you still got the haste.
Copy and paste them.
21's good. 15's not. 13's not. 1 hit.
Ooh.
8. Okay, he is still alive. So with that, we'll come back to he's dead. Minstrel, your turn.
I would like to teleport
Sure.
20 feet up to near the north wall.
How
Near the
often can you
level.
do that?
3, 4. There you can get to.
Yeah, but slightly more to the left, the west.
So
How
20
often
feet to be
can you
there.
teleport?
Yeah, there will do.
It's got 3 charges a day, doesn't it?
I don't know. You never actually told me how many times
Oh,
you can use
God,
a day. I know it's got 10 charges.
It's supposed to
Might run a
recharge
charge
per
every
day. We may not have been rolling for that.
Yeah, I've been recharging it, but
You've been doing the recharge, right?
I wasn't sure how many times it can be used.
Oh, in theory, you could burn all 10 charges in one day if you wanted.
Okay.
Oh, that is very powerful. I have to use a fucking spell slot to teleport.
Well, you could have just moved for that one because he's not.
Yeah, he wasn't able to make a reaction attack.
Yeah.
And I will take 1 shot.
Okay, go for it. Make your attack roll against number 1, I assume.
Yep.
Sure thing.
16.
16 is a miss, as it deflects off his armor. Right, it recharges 1d4 charges per day.
Yeah, that's right. I've already got that written down.
Okay, so you just need to charge it up.
And I'm not going to do anything with my penis.
Okay, let's see. How far can he get? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so he can only get to there. So he's going to make the dash and attempt to shove higher this time.
Shove
He-
me.
He's going to attempt to shove you back using his highest strength skill is his highest, so he can get you a total of 10 feet. So he's not going to get as much with this as he was hoping. However, I'm sticking with it because I'm not changing my mind. I need a athletics roll for me.
I am going to roll a 14.
14. What's your plus to strength?
No, I rolled a 15 minus 1.
Oh, I see. Sorry. So with that 14, you're going to be pushed back 10 feet right up against the wall.
Oh no.
The other one is going to move 5,
Why did you
10,
shove me
15,
us?
20, 25, up to Khan, who is also, I'm now going to need a athletics save.
Athletics. Okay.
Okay. You're about to see why, depending on how this goes.
I'm assuming he's going to shove me off the edge, but. Oh, no, he's not.
24, not with that. He's not. Oh, I had such plans. This tower's like 60 feet tall. It's 66 damage.
Oh, that's
Aw.
instant death.
No, 6d6.
Oh, right. He said 66. I think that's going to kill
No,
me.
no.
Very just, but it will.
Maybe I should have prepared Featherfall.
that was basically the plan with these guys once you guys were at the top of the tower. Anyway, that's their turn's gone. Up to Pyre.
Oh, Pyre. That's me.
Mm.
So there's 2 of them left.
2 of them left.
I see. I honestly don't really see much point in wasting too much on more on these guys. So I'm just going to do a firebolt. The
One
nearest
or
one.
2's nearer to you.
Yeah. Which one looks the most damaged?
Number 1, definitely.
I'm going to do it at number 1.
Okay. Also good because you're firing point blank otherwise with a ranged spell attack. 17 misses.
Oh.
So unfortunately, it sort of just glares onto the armor and disintegrates. Khan, your turn.
Because my archery fighting style, I'm a close quarter shooter.
Mm.
I'm going to shoot the guy in front of me.
Okay, number 2. Make your attack roll.
Arrows, and I also get a +1 bonus to the attack roll.
Nice.
This, which is quite nice. But do I still get the 3 as well?
Yep.
It's 10, isn't it? Yeah.
Haste lasts a very
A
long
minute. 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Missed.
Miss.
Missed.
2, 3. If there's a 4 next, this is a hell of a...
Probably 4. Oh, no. Maybe
No,
not.
25. There we go. That's a hit. 11. Okay.
Oh, and I get... No, is it a +1? No, don't worry. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
And I will run away from him.
Sure. Where do you want to run to?
Over towards the stairs. I think he gets disadvantage.
20. Yep. So there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have an attack of opportunity.
Moment.
As he swings with his war pick. Totals out at 17. Hit, okay. War pick deals.
If that's disadvantage one.
Oh, disadvantage, sorry. Roll again.
But...
No, misses that one.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
I've got escape the horde. My defense tactics. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so moving back on to Minstrel.
Oh, my name is Minstrel. I would like to point out on the board who is the bad guy.
Numbers 1 and 2.
I would like to shoot number 1.
Okay, he's directly next to you, so you'll be firing.
Number 2.
Number 2, okay, go for it. $19. Definitely hits with a +7. Roll damage.
You said that. You really threw it with a plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong?
I didn't look at the result, to be honest. I looked at the
hits with
first
a knife.
number instead of the result. I was just thinking 19 +7. Yeah, 26 definitely hits. It was above with the 19.
Am I going blind or are my damage rolls disappearing?
Yes.
I don't know, but it's just there's a long way up. It's
Yeah.
1d8 plus
Probably
5
all the
plus
fucking
1d8.
attacks. The ranger attacks. It's my
10.
fault for passing haste.
Okay. 10 points of damage. 1 point of burning damage. As the burning incendiary doesn't seem to do too much this time, but it does find its way just under his armor, probably searing the wound shut.
Do you see that? Do you see the colours, minstrel?
Okay. At which point, Gnome 1 is going to make a charge. What can he do from here? He's just going to attack from here. Fuck it. He's going to make 2 attacks against Minstrel. Gets a 17 and a 9.
I'm going to cut in words for 17.
Sure.
That's a D8. Keep
You're
getting
up
in my
to
head
8
it's a
now.
D6.
Fair. Yeah, it's whatever your inspiration dice is.
Yeah, it's been a D8 for fucking ages.
Like level 5, probably.
Jeez.
7. So 17 goes down to 10.
Both missed.
I'm guessing a miss, yeah. Okay. Number 2 is going to make a shove against Pyre. It's not running, so it's only 5 feet, but you stayed against the edge.
Shit,
Alright,
So
Turn.
you
son.
need an athletic saving throw.
Haven't had a turn yet. Am I rolling against him?
Yeah.
He's going
His
to roll a
strength
7.
against your thing. You
He's
can
gonna
make him roll a 7. Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets a grand total of 11 with that.
Oh,
So you just
God.
need to beat 11. Four.
Oh,
Haven't even had a turn yet.
You must have had a turn to have got back over there. Yes, you did, because you shot.
yeah, you fired a
Fireball.
firebolt and missed.
As you are now shoved over the edge of the tower, back 5 feet. Okay, since there are vines growing down the side, I will give you one more chance to reduce the damage by half, saying you can grab onto them to half the damage with an acrobatic saving throw.
Acrobatics easy. Whoops. 10.
8. 10. Okay. 10 unfortunately isn't going to do it, so I'm going to do a roll in here for the damage, because it's damage to you.
Can this outright kill me? No, it can't.
I doubt it. 16 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the floor.
Oh! Fucking
You got
annoying.
really lucky with some ones there at the end.
Yeah, they could have been 6s.
Mm. Okay,
Could have had
we now
it
come to Pyre's turn. Yeah, I realised the falling damage was so much more than they could actually do as attacks.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to move like 10 feet west and 5 feet south. And I'm going to use, I guess, I'm going to use Misty Step, am I?
What's the range on Misty Step?
30 feet.
30 feet, so you can jump up to the wall, not to the top of the tower.
No, I think they've got it. I think they're fine. They're practically dead anyway. I'm going to go back round to the vines, and
Sure. I've accidentally flipped your token, but
I guess I'll use an action to
start
stop
climbing.
toying with me. Use
Start
an action
climbing.
to, dash.
Sure. Okay. So, with that, we come to Khan.
I will take a few shots at the one who shoved Pyre.
Okay. Make your attack, Ross. Oh, yeah, you took damage. I need a concentration check, Pyre, on your haste spell before we go ahead with the rest
Oh,
of
yeah.
the 29. No, you hold on to the concentration for haste.
Oh,
No, that was my 2
Oh,
attacks.
God,
that was the
that's
effect.
right.
And another natural 20. Yeah, you still hold on to it. So that 20, and you can take a third attack, Khan, if you want.
Yeah, I'll roll the damage for those. So I'll do 2d8 for the crit and 1d8 for the normal.
Sure.
And that's still plus 15 because of my dex.
28 is going to kill. That was number 2, wasn't it? The one he just pushed him off. Yep, that's going to take him out. Ooh.
I guess I've still got the third attack of fire at the other one. But
Yeah, go for it.
no, I missed.
14 is going to miss, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense in that situation, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so double tap, turn to do the other one, hastily, unfortunately, missing.
Too quick for my own good.
Also, that would only have been plus 10, but it doesn't make a difference to the result. You don't double the modifier, you just double the damage rolls.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But it didn't make a difference. Okay. Back to Minstrel, your turn.
Okay,
One
who's the
guy left
baddie?
is looking pretty badly weakened.
I would like to shoot him. Or am I too close?
You're point blank.
I'm going to take a few steps away.
Okay, he is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Teleport away.
Okay, you're going to teleport 20 feet. You can go wherever you like in 20 feet. There?
Yeah, there's fine.
Okay.
Let me just reduce that down in my character sheet. That's now a 6.
Okay.
And I want to use my inspiration dice, please.
Sure, roll your inspiration dice.
Move that. It's only a D6. It won't make any fucking difference, actually.
No, do you want to save it? But alright, never mind.
Nah, I'll burn it.
11. Okay. So 11 does unfortunately miss. So the gnome is going to have to move, I'm just going to say, to the nearest enemy, which is going to be Khan, and make his 2 attack rolls with his war picks. Okay, gets a total of 9 and a total of 19.
19 does.
19 hits, okay. Not a lot of damage. 7 points of piercing damage, I think, for a war pick.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Pyre, your turn.
I'm going to stand at the bottom of the vines and say, "Hello, are you still alive up there?"
Okay, good use of a turn. Khan, your turn.
I will say,
I'm going to just fire a few arrows up close
Sure, go for it.
into
Can
Mr.
still
Man.
make 3. That's a hit. You can probably just roll the damage on that one, it doesn't matter. This guy has been on 2 hit points for like 3 rounds.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Honestly, the second you hit, he was going to die. Okay,
What sorted him?
so with that, we'll say that we're going to call the session there because it's about time.
Aye.
I will call my thing and end the bot. We'll let Pyre know as he gets back.